Oh. Hello there. How's it going? Me and Bob are here, and we've got this Bloodstained Ritual the night thing going on. So we thought we'd play it.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, I'm doing all right, past me. How are you doing? All right, I was doing okay. I'm now remembering that. But hey, Bob.
Hey.
I'm gonna make sure this whole stream is stable. Do you want to just jump right into my save file and we can just fuck around from there?
All right. Well, the sword
that loaded hella fast. So, relative to the other demo, we beat the whole ship. We landed on the shores. The village here is completely fucked.
Jonah's looking at me.
We've met up with a lot of people, like Johannes here, and Dominique in the next room over, and the little child who really wishes they had a better character model. You should...
Yeah, look at her amazing character model.
It's her mouth. That's what's killing me.
Yeah, everyone's mouth seems not quite done in this.
Oh, not even the movement. She just has a weird, like, fish lip look. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird.
It's a little weird.
Don't worry, Bob. I can man the chat while you're...
I just thought they weren't up there, so I was like, oh.
Bob's like, I can't keep playing. I need to chat now.
What are you looking to buy?
Please, for the love of God, give me positive feedback. I will end this stream right now.
I'll be here if you need me.
Hey, Gigboots is streaming that Bloodstained demo. That's cool.
Sit in the chairs. It's always important.
Earcal said, hey, you're early. Prince Silvermane says, oh no, is this a Metroidvania level? Yes, but it's a good one. I know, weird, right? They should have done like Mighty Number 9 and not had their mouse move at all.
Ugh.
And had a bad looping animation. I don't think I've talked to her yet.
Okay.
You there? It was awful.
Yeah, the weird thing is every character but Miriam has a fairly decent phoneme animation.
Yeah, and hers is awful.
Also, how do you like my glasses? I think they're fabulous.
You got a very good character costume here, Dan.
Mr. Feel asks, does it feel as good as Symphony of the Night? I'm gonna say it feels really damn close. The main weirdness so far for me, other than the one glitch I ran into where I froze in place,
right,
is a thing Bob can show you in this very room, actually.
So
we can skip through this.
She doesn't.
Okay. Basically, her husband was murdered, and she's gonna give you small quests.
My husband rest in peace.
And so she just wants you to massacre a bunch of Morte. But this is the weirdest thing in this demo. You can hit down and jump to drop through that.
Right.
Like so. But if you move to the right, you'll recatch with it and stop dropping, and it feels a little strange. It did it once already, but now Bob's not doing it fast enough. Yeah, like that.
Like that.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty strange. I don't think you could do that in most Metroidvanias.
Yeah, sometimes there are little glitches for sure on things, but
yeah, I don't know. I think overall it feels about as solid as Dawn of Sorrow. Like, thereabout, you know?
Right.
Like, I would say it feels more solid than that, in fact, but, you know. Who knows? That feels unintentional. Yeah, that doesn't... That's probably not intentional. Oh yeah, there's a new type of magic where you can aim with the right stick.
And you gotta use the R2 button to shoot it.
Or right trigger.
I was expecting it to be something dumb, like, oh, then hit circle.
Do you have the Claymore or the Flamberge? Yeah. Okay, you have the Flamberge. That's good. It's a good sword. Real powerful. Lady Lunar Phoenix says, so I need to get a code, then I can play this in Steam. Yes, but you had to be a $60 or higher backer during the Kickstarter, and I think they stopped selling slacker backers.
There might still be more of that, like a separate thing, because you can't do the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just dropped his own mask.
Yeah, he dropped the JoJo's.
Yes.
Let's see.
Here's let's put on some of these dumb things.
Prince Silvermate says backdash canceling. Nice. Yeah, honestly, that's what.
Yeah.
Is something wrong with my character's beautiful elf ears and thick glasses? Hey, you don't have a head ornament on.
Oh, do I not?
You do not.
What happened there?
I don't know. Pirate hat.
Pirate hat.
Why not? The whip's pretty good. I think the one part of the art direction. Lady Lunar's saying
does this. It's good.
Oh yeah, Well, it's kind of, you're kind of blurring into that. Yeah, there you go. You contrast a bit more. Yeah. In the name of the moon, bitch.
Oh, it looks so much like a JoJo's pose. They just can't
It's kind of both, honestly. Like, but no, JoJo's didn't influence anything.
No.
I think the one weird part of the art direction for me so far is they put a texture over all of the fabrics, which if you look at the blue part of her corset thing, you can see it tints it green in some places and magenta in others. And it's literally on that, her gauntlets, like everything. And some things it's stronger than others. And it's not just her.
Right.
Every character's that way. And it's a very weird thing to do with the art style. And I remember it was a part of the shader thing that they were pitching originally. But yeah, I don't know. Toad says the art direction of this game makes him think they kind of look like stock assets, like some people use stock assets in RPG Maker games. I don't know. I guess it doesn't look gothic enough for me, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't see it as like stock assets look so bad.
Yeah, because
like,
I mean, look at this scene here. There's too much contrast and lighting to it. Like, there's a lot of detail in a lot of different ways. And look at that JoJo's pose. I feel like it's stronger than stock assets. Obviously, there's in the grand scheme of things you can do with Unreal Engine 4, I think they can go much further with this. But as a first fucking attempt for Iga and his crew making a game on their own without Konami's backing, like, I think it's a marvelous execution so far. Like, I think this game looks really great in very specific ways. And most importantly is the backer portraits back there. No, like, it feels really solid.
Yeah, like it does.
Like, and that's more important to me than it looking right. Because I know we had a conversation with someone. That dude's portrait on the left is pretty good. Just how he's like, I'd be that smug if I was a painting.
Right.
Dracula's pretty good too.
Right, it's like the other one next to him was just going way too hard for Dracula. Just...
People are like, literally everyone in the chat's just slamming how it looks.
Oh yeah?
Literally.
Dan's getting really triggered right now, guys.
Oh yeah, you can see it. My blood's boiling. But let's see.
But yeah, I think there are some things that do look really nice.
Lady Lunar, this is not that demo from last year. This has an insane amount more content in it. Like, Bob's played for over 2 hours. Like,
yeah, there's so much more in this. There's the shopkeep, so you actually get to mess with how the items work. You get to check out the shard screen. And...
the alchemy.
Yeah, this, like, just like in Aria of Sorrow, collecting more souls will actually enhance the power of each of those.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It does up the damage?
Yeah, it can.
Cool.
You'll see it's got, on the lower right, rank and grade. And it seems that grade goes up, and then, like, enough grade upgrades will increase the rank. And the rank was what actually does the damage increase.
So yeah, that's...
Like, each time you collect a soul, it'll go up 1 grade.
Did Arya do that, or was that just Dawn?
I thought that was Arya. I'm pretty sure, because I remember killing tons of ghost dancers. I remember doing that in both.
Yeah, I know. That's the confusion. I'm like, I definitely remember doing that in fucking Dawn of Sorrow. She's asking, let's see. She's saying, the demo from E3 last year is the same tier as this, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the $60 tier. Like, both of them are that same tier. Yeah, we're running this game on a GTX 970, though, so it's... And it's mostly smooth?
1070. Yeah?
You do not have a 1070.
No.
1070 is a pretty high-end card. You have a 1060, probably. Or a 1060 Ti.
Something like that.
You have the equivalent of what is a 970 either way, so...
Yeah.
And, Bob, if the 1070 was as powerful as a 970, NVIDIA would be in a bad spot.
That's true.
But let's see. Mr. Field says it looks miles above. Yeah, this is like a boss summon, and for some reason they let you use it for pennies on the dollar. Mr. Field says it looks miles above 90%, 95% of 2.5D games to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
like,
there's an actual
2.5D games go. It's easily beating those.
You're right. Like, it's hard to even think of one that's remotely comparable visually. Oh man, that is awesome.
Oh yeah, if I get up here, I can actually dive in.
I like the others NES game style more. So people like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because of physics.
Oh, weird. Okay. It's just a big old bag of money. Bone Man saying he likes the Curse of the Moon games look more than this game's.
I mean, it is two-dimensional. Like, it does have a clean look to
Okay,
it.
see, that's what I thought. Lady Lunar's confirming what I said. Arya didn't let you stack values on souls.
Really?
That was just Dawn, yeah. I remember because I was grinding the shit out of Ghost Dancers and Dawn, and it really annoyed me. Like, because you start hitting some souls that have very low drop rates right after you hit the Ghost Dancers.
Right. Heck, I was having trouble getting anything to drop for me in that game.
Right. So, like, the game kind of goes, oh, good, you're four areas in. Time to grind a shitload of these Ghost Dancers. Like an absurd quantity, because to max it out, like, you need 8 drops? 4 drops?
I think 9.
Is it 9? Is it really all 9? Damn.
I think so.
Oh, hi, Vox. How's it going? Sadly, as nice as that game looks, it was made by Inti Creates, which is an unforgivable sin. It bears the brand.
Does.
I mean, as far as Inti games go, that's like the best Inti game.
No.
Probably.
No.
Unless you're really into Galgun.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that would be better. I mean, maybe the Zero games get good eventually. They keep telling us that, oh yeah, no, Zero 3 is good.
Why are you here?
As Bob's skipping tons of dialogue. Which is fine. I just, it was funny to be like, why are you here? And then he runs in. Miriam doesn't even get to say anything. Let the men talk, Miriam. But yeah, no, Bob skipped a lot of.
Yeah.
ZX Advent is better. Miles above ZX, says Mr. Feel.
Okay, because like the ZX original, not good.
Johannes, what is the Liber Logaeth?
Who cares?
He's like, whatever, bitch. The men are done talking. Get back to your video game. She's like, what? Wow, you just saw him hook shot out.
That's good.
That's pretty neat. I didn't notice that before. I was looking at other stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is,
Ooh.
when you look at this as the first effort from an indie dev on Unreal Engine 4 to make a massive scale game, because this game is fucking huge. Like, they're talking about it. It's something like 12 hours, 14 hours long, which is very Symphony scale. Yeah, it's also got tons of modes and stuff like that, but,
What was I looking for?
you know,
Yes.
I think it's on the higher end of games on Kickstarter visually. Because aside from this, you start to bleed into Indiegogo just to be like, oh, I guess you could say Shovel Knight looks better, but that's 2D. And like, the problem is, and Iga brought this up, and this is what I suspected. So it's nice to have Iga confirm it. Japan basically doesn't have 2D animators for games anymore.
Right, which is crazy.
It's depressing as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a less art. It's sad.
Yeah, so like, in order to make this game, he had to resort to 3D, which is fine, because effects like that look fucking incredible. The way that dude evaporated into particle effects was pretty neat. That background, honestly, I think looks really cool. Like the sort of like reflection in the water.
Yeah, no, it's a nice look.
Like it's an interesting look.
Looking at what they've done with some of the floors of the backgrounds has been one of the more interesting things. You can tell that's the part they've struggled on most. And some of them,
The floors in the background?
Yeah, like with the floor goes into the background, you can just see it's kind of a flat plane in some areas.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look great, but I think they sometimes they pull off pretty well, like we just saw there with the big pool of water.
Yeah.
Like that looked really nice. And here
so,
it actually goes into a different courtyard and stuff like that.
My thing is like, Harmony of Dissonance has a background which is endless stairwells that are like, and this is on the Game Boy Advance, they're like maybe half or a third of the size of the screen and they loop infinitely.
Yeah.
Like they tile it both vertically and horizontally and it makes no fucking sense at all.
Yeah.
And you know, I tolerated that. I didn't sit there and be like, that game looks like shit because of that.
Right.
For me, it really is a mechanics first thing.
Oh, yeah.
No?
Right.
Like, I'm sure you can argue that there are 2D or 3D games out there that look better than Shovel Knight, but play infinitely worse, so people just don't even fucking care. You know?
Yeah.
The dissolve into particles is terrible at Gigaboots. Why do people hate particle effects?
I don't know. I've always liked that sort of thing.
Yeah. People not play Zone of the Enders 2 or some shit? Yeah, I don't know. It's like the only enemy that, in the game that does that so far.
Unless
it's a very intentional thing.
The red that they're dissolving into after you kill them?
No, I mean, we blatantly brought it up.
Whoa.
Like when we were talking about the fire dude.
Right.
You have no health. You should really use a
Oh, yeah, you're right. Last second there.
You died. You had 0 health.
Oh man, that's good.
I wonder if you'll unpaused it. Yep, okay,
Oh,
that figures.
Oh well, there's a save point that I got, at least.
Beta. Hey Bob, do you know how to jump cancel with the long swords in Castlevania? Jump attack, land during the animation, and attack again. You can squeeze in 2 attacks pretty quick. Yeah, this does this does do that, and that's nice. Like that's really important to me. That loading is insanely fast.
I think I was getting kind of a ridiculous amount of hits out of both the Kung Fu shoes like that and the katanas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could even pull that sort of thing off with the whip.
Yeah, if you do it right. I mean, I did it in the last demo. Yeah, like that.
Oh yeah, they also had guns that use ammo.
Sasha Play says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sasha. Bone Man says, I haven't played that game. The particle one, that is. Thank you for clarifying, because I have no idea.
Right.
Yeah, Zone of the Enders 2 is a PS2 game that's pretty dope. Much like, wow, that is fucking...
Yeah, it's like a dead werewolf.
Yeah.
Bleeding all over. It's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat. But yeah, Zone of the Enders 2, pretty good action game, but much like a lot of Kojima games, some segments are only designed to be played once ever in your entire life. And are miserable every other time through.
Get out of here with that.
Maybe they should work on having a master skip.
Right. I like that blood from enemies and stuff splatters everywhere. Like it's nice.
Yeah. Vox says, this chick looks cool. I declare her my new GF. Miriam's awesome. I like her design, honestly.
Yeah, look at that. That was like 3 hits there. It was good.
It would be hilarious as shit if you, Did you?
The
Wow.
lighting was affecting it in the menu.
Yeah, no, it was still doing the rippling
Yeah,
shader.
I really wonder, like, I don't think this is gonna make it out this year. Like, it feels like this is still not quite to the polish level that they're expecting.
Who knows? Maybe in 7 months, 6 months.
I mean,
it ships in December.
Maybe this is an old code. Like,
no, because they had to fix it. But yeah, that looks dope.
Yeah, I don't know what
that looks
like,
great.
That
I don't
amazing.
Fucking like. I'm not backing down on that. That looks really cool.
Yeah, there are plenty of things like, well, the texture work doesn't look great on certain certain background pieces and stuff like that, but somebody's explosion, the particle effect, it's great.
Earcal says the spear is your strongest weapon, by the way. Well, melee at least. Yeah, I've been using the flamberge. Flamberge is pretty good. Prince Silverrain says, remember when you had to beat the game to get a gun in Aria of Sorrow, even though the game takes place in 2035? Yes.
It takes place in 2035 in Japan. So that's pretty accurate, I think.
Moon Japan. I mean, you got the fucking particle accelerator gun or whatever.
Yeah, right?
And that thing was pretty neat.
There's also a way that you can upgrade your magic in the town using alchemy, and it's really good. We need to do that. They dropped work.
It was a bag full of pork. But I don't know. Hey guys, what 2.5D games look better than this, in your opinion? Because I am very curious. Speedrunners have already found glitches and stuff, so, well, yeah, it's a beta.
Yeah.
I mean, people who play normally have found glitches, namely us.
Right, yeah, no, there's definitely glitches, and... I mean, glitches bake into the final games in all of these, so depending on what scale of glitch you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yes. No Igavania has ever had a glitch, Bob.
There definitely aren't ways to cheese through any of them. Okay, this one's really good. This is one of my favorite directional shots.
Yeah.
Just shoot arrows out of your hand.
We gonna have an appearing effect, or no? Just have the arrow fly out of her hand. Ah, okay.
Yes,
it's a bold choice.
Speed belt.
Let's see. Mr. Field says Ori, but Ori has just like millions of dollars pumped up its ass. Yeah, I mean that's how it looks.
Yeah, I'm like, is that thing 2.5D? Like I thought there was a ton of hand-drawn art in that. Like, aren't all the backgrounds hand-drawn?
I don't know, but I don't think they are. Like, I haven't played the game, but it looks really damn expensive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, in a way that this obviously couldn't be. I'm surprised that dude didn't grab you.
Right? He was thinking about it. Down there is just
Bone Man says, Mighty Number 9 is best 2.5D. Fight me, Dan. You know you're wrong, damn it. But yeah, no, I had grounded expectations for how this game would look, and I feel like it's still coming above them. Like, because once again, this is like an indie dev. This is first time making a game, which is a pretty fucking large scale one. And knowing Iga, and by the comments he's already made, he's going to make more Bloodstained games. And he's probably going to make more Bloodstained games in this genre. And as such, like, I expect the future games will look better, though they will probably reuse enemies to some extent.
Yeah.
Which is always fine by me, like when they reinvent enemies. Like when they go, what if this bone man shot a laser? The beam skeletons, you know?
Yeah, the beam skeletons. I like the giant skeleton. Hopefully the giant skeleton makes it in this game.
Toad says, come on, Dan, you can't beat those pizza explosions. Trine 2 is best 2.5D IMO.
We have a certain quick play of that.
Deviant detected? But yeah, no,
I mean, the Trine games do look pretty solid. I don't know, they have that really plain look to them. But
they're really floaty, too, in a way that doesn't look...
They feel awful, but look-wise, I'm like, they aren't striking. There's a very much like...
Like, I think the animations in this are much stronger than any of the animations in Trine 2.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh. I'm surprised you aren't using a faster weapon, considering how close you stand to them. And
yeah, I could use the Kung Fu shoes.
Is there something in there? Oh,
that looks really
good.
That
looks great too. Like, there's a lot of nice flourishes in this.
All right, the next room over here is the boss fight. It'll end the demo.
Notewise says, y'all are wrong. Clearly, the winner is Little Big Planet for best 2.5D.
I mean,
Little Big Planet
has. It did kind of like.
I like Little Big Planet.
Push forward with that look, like that really realistic look it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it looks nice. I never liked the way it feels. This is the boss fight, as I was saying. Did you want to try it, or?
Sure, you can handle chat.
Sure.
Fox says, I tried playing Trine 2. Oop. I tried playing Trine 2, and I didn't like it at all. I wonder if it's a game I'm thinking of. Yeah, I'll just assume it is. Enter.
There's also that Puppeteer on PS3. That game looks gorgeous. But again, that's another, like, fully...
Hey, Bob, did you do that before?
No, how'd you do that?
Down to forward hit.
Oh my god.
I tried it on the weapons I used, but it didn't do anything.
I didn't know that they had those. I was wondering.
Someone in the chat told me. Oh, that's cool.
That's great.
That is pretty great. I'm gonna just do that. See, what they should have done is had a mechanic like Order of Ecclesia.
Whoa, she keep doing more stuff if you hold up longer?
I think she just flipped which side she was doing so you could see her back art. They put it in the game for a reason, they swear. Can you see who said that? I think it was Retro, not Case. Okay. Thanks, Retro.
Fox says, yeah, Sisters is fun.
Deviant detective. Oh, she changes which...
Fox, are you European? I'm like...
She's more of a European gal.
This is the only way that it could be true. Yeah, Notewise says he wishes that Puppeteer got a sequel or remaster on
PS4. Puppeteer looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, this does not look as good as Puppeteer.
Right. There's those ones are made by, like, Sony and fully backed with a high budget. They look real good.
So the stuff that is beating this, I think, visually...
Or AAA.
Is stuff, yeah. Which this just isn't. But, you know, I still think the game looks really great. Time to stop using that idiot weapon. To start doing 3 times as much damage.
Yeah, no, But
yeah, it's tragic.
Do you have any
there's
special...
no.
It's too...
That's my punishment.
Right, it's like...
I'm punished, Dan. As I stop.
Unravel is good 2.5D. I guess Unravel looks pretty nice, yeah. Another one fully backed by EA and whatnot.
I don't know, it doesn't have a strong art style.
Again, yeah, a lot of those they're coming up like that in Little Big Planet are like...
It's real. It's real life. And that's not at all what I want from this.
Right.
Like, I don't think its execution of the art style is 100% what I want. Like, I want more contrasty, I want more gothic. But Iga's worried about visibility and playability.
Right. And that makes sense.
That's important, yeah, mechanics first. Which is why I like Iga.
He's just doing the Snake voice. It's great. It's great.
And what am I to make of you?
Me? I am your executioner.
Mumble, mumble.
All right, I should change my shard setup to...
Sweet tentacle.
Yeah, no, I'm just...
Okay, someone else explained what Puppeteer is to this guy.
Okay.
Thank you, Notewise. Prince Silvermane says, is this a Belmont?
He's kind of our Belmont surrogate.
Yeah, he's a samurai Belmont.
He's here to kick your ass because you are evil. In the eyes of the Lord.
But yeah,
that's just some good hater.
Yeah, I like that it's just hater, but he's saying Japanese words. Like, that's the only...
It's my dream! See, her death animation can't be final.
That like, there's no way
wrong.
she's not gonna just be spewing blood as she spins away.
Right.
Wasn't the new Bubsy 2.5D? Yes, and it was hideous!
It was beyond hideous. I'm hoping that load time is anywhere near that fast on console.
Right. And
because I'm pretty concerned it won't be even close.
I wonder if we'll get what kind of res we'll get hitting on PS4 Pro and whatnot.
Me too. Because I'm an insane person. And I may be stupid enough to get an Xbox One X.
Loking says, my friend as Pedro is pretty fun as a 2.5D. That looked neat. It didn't. I think that actually looked a decent bit worse than this, like visually. That was the game they showed off during
yeah, I would say art style wise, like it's a neat game, but I wouldn't say that it competes with this visually.
Yeah, like,
but yeah, no, that game looks neat and like it clearly has a style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I still have that equipped. As you hear him die off.
Yeah, you can get that one leveled up in town, and she just shoots 3 arrows. They all do the same amount of damage. It's absurdly OP. I'm like, they're gonna balance this game, right? There's gonna be any balance.
No,
It's not gonna be Shield Rod right out of the gate, is it?
This is made for people who enjoyed Symphony of the Night. And if they forgot that game is broken, then that's on them.
Heck, a lot of them probably still pretend it isn't.
Well, or yeah.
But yeah, you could actually, like, if you place it right, you can backstep behind him while you're in front of him. That's really good.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I had landed on his head for a second there and it didn't hurt.
Note Rise asked how it felt for me to play. Did it feel like Rondo Blood on PSP, or does it feel like a sprite-based game? It feels a lot closer to a sprite-based games in the... Plus, Rondo Blood is going for the classic Vania style, where you're locked in your jump and that sort of thing. Where this is very much going for the Metroidvania.
Yeah, no, this does feel really tight, which is, you know, if it felt like shit, then I would be really disappointed.
Right.
Dan, trying to avoid with the jump dodge. This isn't Devil May Cry, Dan.
Yeah, that's
fucking flame sword.
Points out, like what I was saying earlier, just touching him doesn't hurt you. So you can walk through him. It's just a sword hit to hurt.
Yeah, which is pretty weird. Like it's weird for me to wrap my head around.
I don't know. I feel like they did that sort of thing with humanoid bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Julius. Like when you walk into Julius and he hurts you because he's fucking Julius and he's arcing with energy.
When did you fight Julius?
Hey guys, when did you fight Julius?
I was thinking Juste.
Fill the chat with every time you fought Julius.
Prince Silver says jump dodge. Is this DMC?
Yeah, no.
Mr. Field says thought slain. Prince Silver also says double Christogram. It was 2 1 rings.
Mm-hmm. Get that value.
Yeah, everyone's yelling at me, Arya and Dawn. Yeah, no, I know, guys. It just took me a second to remember.
Bob's a fake Castlevania fan. Please be patient. Thank you. Please understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they've done it with something. Maybe it wasn't humanoid bosses. Maybe it was just something else. Maybe I'm just thinking of how you can climb on enemies, like guys with just big hands that are in front of you. If you jump on the hand, it doesn't hurt you. That sort of thing.
Like Olrox?
Yeah. No, not Olrox.
No, some other guy who does that thing I just said, damn it.
There's a guy in Donisaro. He's a giant. He's got a giant hand. He shoots a laser out of his eye.
Balrog or Baliog or whatever does not do that. Well, I guess, yeah, you can jump on his fist.
Yeah.
I think you can do that with that guy, but there are parts of him that hurt you.
Yes, his head hurts you, for sure.
Yeah. Whereas that guy, it's the reverse. His head doesn't hurt you. And none of him does, but his head works as a platform if you land exactly right. Which I did for a second, that was funny.
Maybe it's just coming from the Devil May Cry of like, yeah, no, they don't hurt if you just walk into them.
But every one of this is so powerful.
I'm your executioner.
No, I'm pretty pleased that he's just fucking Snake.
Yes, it's good.
Not having a dive kick yet.
Yeah, I really wish we got to see what the double jump felt like and the dive kick felt like, because those are 2 super important things for the feel of a Castlevania.
For the feel of a video game?
For a feel of a Castlevania.
It was a Mr. Field joke.
Oh, I see. Lily says, yeah, he's an Arya as well, referring to that.
Baliog, or Balrog. Barlog? Cory Barlog?
Yes.
The director of God of War 2?
Uh-huh.
And 4?
No, where it says, I still need to play one of those DS Castlevanias. Have you not played any of them?
Holy shit.
Or have you?
Those are like... I assume from the way he said that he hasn't played them at all.
Yeah, maybe.
You wanna go, bitch? Yeah, that's what I thought. Dominic's like, calm down and look at my tits and guts.
And then we can load our save file.
And then go way off in the other direction where there's way more stuff to do.
Well, I mean, there's
stuff to do.
There's more.
in
They're
random
going back
directions.
to the town and upgrading stuff and whatnot. But I feel like we did most of the area.
Look, I need to tell that woman that I killed a shitload of zombies, so her husband, statistically speaking, is revenged.
Okay, did I talk about the bat feathers in Shroom yet?
No,
okay.
No, you haven't done that. You haven't done that for the viewers.
No, bats drop feathers, guys.
And they're called bat feathers?
They're called bat feathers. Now, I'll let you guess what's wrong with that. I'll give you a minute here. See if anybody anybody just pops in your head.
Man, I totally...
Yeah, there was some extra stuff there. He's a bat feather.
Look, bat feathers are important. See, yeah, there are multiple rooms we didn't go in.
Bowman says he hasn't played any of the linear Castlevania game.
Get out of here
That's
with this
crazy.
haterade.
Like,
Those games are literally our favorite, or my favorite game. Like, the Igavanias are fucking incredible, and it's why I'm such a hater on Metroidvanias, because most of them don't match up at all.
right, like they set a standard that's way higher than any of these indies have done in so long.
Which is why...
Hey, Firehawk.
Oh, hey, Firehawk.
Hey, Flight Nah.
Hi, Polite Canuck. There's an echo in here. There's an echo in here.
Retro Nutcase says, yeah, you hate Super Metroid. Yeah.
Yeah, because it
these
feels
are all
bad.
better.
Yeah, Metroid's platforming is just shitty. I don't... Because, like, the thing is, by the end of the game, Super Metroid does this weird thing where by the end of the game, it's like, now we're gonna make sure that you've got these platforming mechanics down perfectly. And then in less than a whole hour later, they're like, on second thought, here's Space Jump. Fuck it. We realize this feels like shit. But, you know, it's fine.
Oh yeah, Firehawk, we did see Zangatsu on the Galleon. It was pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, I pointed that out to Bob when I played. I was like, holy shit, he's just in the background paddling. And we're debating whether or not he was using an oar, a stick, or his sword. Nice try, thought. Like, fucking... Whatever. But yeah, I think he may be just using his sword in a sheath to paddle his boat.
Fox says that she got an email asking to confirm which platform she wanted a digital copy of Shenmue 3 on. Now, all I can say is, you're not getting one, so what's it matter?
Yeah, well, I mean, on paper, she gets to write that in the lawsuit.
That's okay, okay.
So, it's important to get these details down.
Mr. Field says Super Metroid feels so floaty and bad, I only realized as an adult.
I mean, for me back in the day, I had it hyped up by a lot of people. And I finally got to try it because Bob owned it. I never owned it. And I played it, you know, pretty past the point where most people considered, you know,
Yeah.
like it amazing. Like I played it when the PS1 was already out. I guess
Right.
it was a really late SNES game though, so that's kind of when you would have played it. Like in the 1995, 96 region. This area looks dope.
Fox says, poof, why do you think Shenmue 3 isn't happening? Okay, it might happen, alright? I'm not saying it won't. I'm just saying in the last update they've been showing have all been like,
Yeah, now
is
that's
this
a
going to be
game.
finished game ever?
That's a game that doesn't look good.
No.
Like, literally doesn't look good. Also, it's Shenmue, so it won't be good. But
What was
I got another flamberge.
But what I was bringing up with the bat feathers, so we didn't really go into that.
Okay.
Bats do not have feathers. Bats have fur. You can Google it right now if you don't believe me.
Because Bob was like, that's stupid, it makes no sense, and then Googled it to be sure. But yeah, okay, so the cool thing though, the cool thing about getting souls and stacking their power, like in Dawn, is that there's a point to getting more than one soul. So there's a point to killing enemies even beyond experience.
Right.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
It's just bad when the drop rates for everything in your game are rock fucking bottom and you need 8 ghost dancers to do shit about it. Because those things suck to fight.
Yeah, those are the only ways with like weapon upgrades and so many other things. They've had way too many things for that.
Into luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powerhawk says, for someone who played Metroid 1 to death, Super Metroid is not that floaty. It just has 2 kinds of jumps that both feel bad. Okay, moving on.
Wait a second. The shading for... Oh, that is...
Oh, what?
Accidental, probably, but also cool as shit.
Retro Decades wants to know what the Red Room is about. It looks cool.
It looks cool. It'll definitely have some significance in the final game, I'm sure. But as of yet, it does nothing. That, like, mark my words, this is a Symphony of the Night moment with the clock room. It's just we're gonna go there with an item. It's gonna unlock a new path, get us much later in the game.
We've said some controversial 6 here, let's see. So Mr. Field says, so it looks like Shenmue 1 and 2. Vox says, I love Shenmue!
Okay,
F off.
Man, weird that she pulled the punch like that, but you know, Vox, I appreciate you mixing it up.
Mr. Field says, forklift simulator in aesthetics basic.
I mean, it is funny as shit that people call it that.
Notewise says, Yakuza 0 and Kiwami have gone to $20 each. I've never played one. Would it be best to start with 0 or, since it's a prequel?
That's how most people feel.
Yeah, I feel like that's the consensus I'm getting from a lot of people, and 0 is really good. Like, I don't know how well the remake of 1 holds up, if it's going to be as good as that.
Oh, I hear it's excellent.
Okay.
But, you know, Mr. Fields in the chat.
Right, he would know better.
He can answer this.
Chimichurri asks if this is another ASMR stream. As you can see, we don't have some weird microphone that has ears on it, so you're fine. You're safe.
Bob actually watched an ASMR stream. Is what he's saying.
It was like it was promoted on the front page of Twitch.
Yeah.
It went to Twitch. It's like, do you want to see this really weird thing?
And it was
this blonde lady like feeling this microphone that looks like ears, and it's like
whispering
what is
into
this?
Ears.
This is really creeping me out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's ASMR. What do you? It's what it is. Okay, is that parfait? Oh wow, that's my HP max up, huh?
Vox says I didn't pull the punch. Bob wouldn't read it right.
Weird. I didn't expect that at all, Vox. Jeez, surprising. Not totally what I knew happened.
Mr. Field suggests to start with 0.
Start. Oh, okay, start playing them with 0.
Yes.
Like, I'm supposed to start this game as 0?
yeah, of course. Fox says, shut up and let me enjoy my revenge simulator.
Oh man, yeah, it changes her boots.
Yes.
Which is why we need those bunny boots.
The boots are good.
There are bunny boots at the town shop.
There, you can actually make them too. You just need to find some really rare stuff.
Huh. I'm telling you, man.
Firehawk says, I really like the whip in this, but I found the spear to be my main. Okay.
Yeah, I hear from people, like your cow, that the spear is really powerful. So when I get back to town eventually, I will definitely upgrade it.
I feel like the boots are going to be one of my main, just because they are so fast.
They are.
You can
They're
get,
like
4 hits. Like, that's how I killed the boss. Yeah. It was ridiculously quick, too.
But yeah, if you haven't played the DS Castlevania games, go ahead and play them because they'll basically be a slightly lower budget version of this. Like, I feel like this is already executing in a way those don't. Like in the scale, the ambition of it. Like, look at this screen. I have a ton of equipment. A lot of it affects my visuals. I have 5 different types of that.
Right. We were saying we really hope that we get equipment like set, so we can like switch between 2 sets on the fly.
Right, yeah, like hot swap.
Yeah.
For equipments. Equipment sets would be things that you would collect and wear all of, and yeah. But you know, like in Dawn of Sorrow, where you hit a button and you can switch between types of equipment.
Fox says I saw that too, referring to that streamer who was talking to the weird microphone. Made a joke about the microphone like a year ago, and I couldn't stop laughing. Now I see people using it, and I'm laughing even harder.
Yeah.
No, Anthony Cantarella.
Oh, beer. Weird.
Drew says she was watching GDQ and Twitch recommended ASMR streams.
Yeah,
no, it'll just do that.
That's kind of why we went there. Or no, we went there for the premiere, didn't we?
I think it was for that. It was like, yeah, it was the day you were here, so it wasn't just when I was going on there to see Vox's stream, and then it's like, hey, you want to see some weird?
Hey, buddy, you want to see some weird shit? And you're like, yeah. It's 2018, isn't it?
Whoa, what happened here?
Whoa. You like sushi too? Somebody's like, that's not how that line in Freedom Planet goes. See, Bob's a stooge. He wants to kick fast, where my goal isn't to feel cool. It's to murder shit. So I just get out my giant sword cudgel and smash everything's brain in.
Nobody wants to know if this is going to be like the Backery beta for Enemy number 9, where will just shut off and expire.
I do wonder, because I haven't booted my copy of Steam. I haven't booted... I haven't booted Steam.
It's not going to.
It probably updated, so the old version's gone.
No, the other one's still there.
Okay, it is?
Yeah.
Good. Because I want every version by the end of this without pirating. Because I can pirate it.
Right.
Somebody already illegitimately uploaded this shit, of course. Well.
Hey, Ronnie.
By this shit. Oh, hey, Ronnie, how's it going? Our resident Whataburger manager no longer managing Whataburger.
Well. Escaping his binds.
He's beyond his bounds.
Yes. Firehawk says it looks like the original demo will be overwritten by the final game.
That makes sense. But that version's already out. You can go and get the original beta illegitimately and have been able to for years. A year. No time traveling hackers. I would like to note that the weapons were actually hacked out of that beta last year. So that way people were able to use them way early. And their animations and everything have improved significantly since. But there is a problem. Let me see if I can do it. So her weapon disappears for a frame as she blends these two animations.
Yeah.
And that's
also,
a little rough.
sometimes you can get the like the effect for the weapon to go out, but the weapon won't actually hit.
won't actually go, or even go out.
Yeah, like won't go out.
Like I'll get hit mid-swing and the whoosh for the sword will go out, but the sword doesn't. So, there's a lot to work on, for sure, but I still think this is one of the best looking 2.5D games.
Mr. Field says, yeah, that's how I played the Mario number 9 beta, because I went out of my way to knife myself there. Ugh.
Just download it.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, like, no, that's fair. I don't know, fuck it. I mean, they literally fucking Sorry, they fucked up Mighty Number 9's whole Kickstarter process so bad. Because the beta didn't even go out to everyone at first.
Yeah.
I'll do it from this side. And then when it did, it didn't go out to everyone at first.
Ronnie says, good. Sucks I don't get to see y'all much anymore. Hope they're treating y'all okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we have bad experiences since then. Or
it's better than that one time.
Whoa.
Yeah, that you can clip through.
I like the kind of shininess.
It's kind of like the original Dark Souls before they ruined it with that remaster. Said Bob, sipping his PBR.
Anthony Cantarella says, you guys enjoyed the beta? I just saw Firehawk play it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's really nice having this.
It's, how do I put it? I was pessimistic, but like my thing is I'm gonna fund Iga's endeavors until my grave. Because I really need him to be able to make things.
Try hit the other wall. I don't remember if there's anything, but...
No, but there's a mark on it. It's throwing me off. Because, like, as I said before, the Castlevania... The Igavanias are literally some of my favorite games ever. Like, Aria Sorrow is one of the best games ever. I do wonder what's with the city not having music. I'm sure it will. I
think they're doing it for mood setting, but it is weird.
Yeah, I think
it lasts a little too long for that.
Yeah, the village is too long of a stage for it to be mood setting.
Eric Hill says, wait, what did Bob say? I don't know. What did I say? Mr. Field says, Dad is stuck eternally buying Iga new cowboy hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we live for, guys. Castlevania and Devil May Cry, my two favorite games ever, and they're both coming out probably next year.
True.
It's not coming back. He's like, no. You show that thing at subsonic speeds.
Subsonic?
Okay.
Isn't that's normal
worse
speeds?
Yes. Don't think about it too much.
Hey, bitch, I revenged your husband.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Wait,
Good work. Here's your reward.
thank you. Do you have more?
Got any targets for me?
Your glasses are incredible.
Here's what I've turned up.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she wants to go kill more monsters. And one of them does give you glasses.
Help my little sister Rosalie rest in peace.
Wow, she just wants you to kill.
Yeah,
Wow.
she'll say the same thing like every time. It's weird.
Well, no, it says that time it's her sister Rosalie.
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
time it's her husband.
Right, no, each one's a different family member. It's sad.
Crazy.
Lisa, rest in peace.
My neighbor.
Those ma-
That's okay. Maybe don't put the lines in the game
Here's what I've turned up
if they're
on
all
monsters.
going to be identical.
Right.
My cousin Annette.
Okay, or
rest in
Firehawk says
peace.
his favorite games: Castlevania, Mega Man, Gradius, Metal Gear, Contra, Metroid, and yet so many of those are dead.
Yeah, no, I mean,
look what
here's my favorite games growing up: Mega Man, Castlevania, Sonic, and good 3D Marios. And by mid 2000s, all of those were dead. Well, not true. Castlevania lasted the longest, 2010,
right.
and that's when it just shit the bed.
Jamie Voss says the way it looks like she's from Attack on Titan. I can kind of see that. It has that for a peasant clothes look that is
Yeah.
associated with the same time period this is.
Yeah. Okay, so you were saying the arrows?
Yes. Enhance the arrows.
Straight
I think they
arrow.
They
I
just
need
take bronze and
bronze.
guns.
Okay, I can go buy bronze.
Yeah, but buy a lot of it because you can answer like twice.
Yeah, I mean, it's used in a lot of things. How much money do I have?
Polite Canuck says your character outfit is approaching random WoW leveling gear.
Oh, I know, and it's
Yeah.
great. This is what every Castlevania fan wants.
Looking to buy.
They want to have the combat boots with the stylish pants and goofy glasses. Where is
No
Bird?
Voice says, I wonder if there will ever get a classic linear 2D Vania game. I know Curse of the Moon came out and looks great, and basically like 2.5. Castlevania 3.5, but something with this budget would be cool. This will have a mode where it has a classic Vania style to it being linear, but it probably won't play like one. But there's always a chance they show in like a third character that's like, hey, this is just Belmont.
I
and it
mean, we
feels like
still don't
Belmont.
know who Alucard's voicing.
Right? Which is crazy.
Because a lot of characters have been revealed.
Are you eating properly?
Are you eating properly?
You can make him, he can make food for you. I've never actually collected all the ingredients.
Weird. I guess I should
Let's
get
see.
this stuff.
Almost, or Fox says, let's see. Who would have thought it's difficult to make consistently good games for a series that's over 30 years, or of the course of 30 years? Almost as many original developer producers of those series 20 years ago no longer work on them. Yeah. I mean, most of them literally just didn't even try and pass off. They just like, no, we're done. Like Gradius.
Mm-hmm. Yep, now it's shooting 2. I need the skipping dialogue to be snappier.
Yes, for sure. I wonder if they'll send out
So,
like an
well,
official
that's-
survey for us to fill out, or if they just want everybody to comment on their forums, or what.
So this will upgrade it to... Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just... Sorry, since it's the same base requirements except for more HP rounds, I
I'll go
wasn't
with this.
sure if it was upgrading that same shard to the next tier or somehow doing it really dumbly. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's just keep going. I can do it one more time if I go buy some iron. This is amazing. This is all I want in my video games, Bob, and it's disgusting.
Yes, it's so ridiculous. It's like
That is yes, because you don't actually have to aim. You can just hit R2.
yeah, for sure. If you're ducking though, she'll actually shoot him in the ground instead of forward, which stinks.
What if you... Well, whatever. Oh
Retro
man,
updates.
check that out. Watch my MP bar. Boom, boom, boom. It's showing me how much it needs.
Oh, okay, neat.
Brat. Okay.
Retro Case says Zangatsu has to be one of the other playable characters. Yeah, almost certainly.
Yeah, I think that was announced, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if they've actually announced it. Barak says Gradius never had a consistent director anyway. That makes sense. until Iga Castlevania didn't have a consistent director either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Iga didn't even do all of the things considered Igavanias now. Like, he didn't do Circle of the Moon.
Right.
But he did do Harmony of Dissonance. Which is funny when you think about that. It's like, shouldn't that be a point against him?
Are you eating? So.
No, I says this is how I dress in Destiny. Just to put on the highest level stuff no matter how it looks.
I'll go with this.
Unfortunately, that's not even what we've done here. Dan just had ideas.
I mean, it is kind of the highest level gear. Yes! 5 arrows, Bob.
Oh my god. It's uncivilized.
No, it's beautiful. I need to upgrade some other shard for sure. So you were saying that I can just upgrade these from collecting them and it'll up their rank?
Yeah, that'll up their rank too. Or maybe that's their grade. I can't remember the way it works out. Is this increasing their grade? I think it's actually okay.
I mean, it's upping their rank.
Okay, it's upping their rank. So just collecting more increases the grade.
Okay.
And that,
does that actually affect anything?
It's supposed to. I guess they said.
Oh man, increase the number of bats. That may actually be better. I might want a lot of bats. What's up?
Farhawk, this is dumb puns. Hey Bob, considering the bow shot uncivilized would be a very erroneous thought.
Thank you for sharing with everyone.
Hi, Space Duck. He says bone throw.
I mean, bone throw is pretty good. I should upgrade bone throw, you know? Which one was... Maybe
I could not just notice the statue in the save room, okay.
Increase the number of bones thrown at once.
I'll go with this.
Slide it into DMs better.
I'll go
For some
with
reason,
this.
Eric says Dan wants a lot of lesbians. Did I miss something?
I don't remember saying that, but you know... Look, representation is very important. Okay.
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 That's so dumb.
I'm a boss! Like, honestly, when you throw that much shit,
right?
You should be a boss character. I cannot wait to fight Zunguts with these bullshit fucking spammed projectiles.
Right.
Can you imagine getting right up on him and just like...
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. You can probably upgrade some of your weapons. Like, I bet you can get another level of sword if you look at...
So, what'll it be?
Shimmer says, increase the number of bones thrown at once? Bone Man intensifies? yeah, I guess you are becoming Bone Man.
Steel and an obsidian.
Okay, obsidian. I haven't found that.
Yeah, I'm sure she isn't selling it over there. I wonder if anyone on the forum has noted where you can find it.
Like Knuckle says, if you kill enough Bone Men, you become Bone Man. That sounds like a tragic fate.
That's just your opinion, Bone Man.
Remember, not to rely too heavily on the shards.
Yeah, I definitely won't do that. But check out how I can throw 37 bones at once.
What are you looking
Miriam!
What?
Plus, we need, I haven't found the, whatever the camera needs. I wonder if that's in the beta here or not.
I am also curious. And I'm also really hoping that the material I need. But yeah, bunny boots. Bunny boots, Vox. Those bunny boots are more powerful than my sword currently. The damage output on that must be fucking insane.
Erikel explains that weird joke. A stupid pun. In Finnish, bat is a slang word for lesbian.
Now we have overseas puns. Now we have translation puns. Tragedy.
The Prince Silvermane says, 2K gold, get to grinding. Lucky you can make it too.
2K. You misread
sorry,
that.
20K.
Oh, okay.
He said it right. I just misread it.
I'm just never gonna trust Bob.
No, don't. I clearly can't read.
Losing bet. Oh man, ice rounds. I do need to try these.
Is this right? Then we have a deal. Is this right? Many thanks. Is this thank you?
All of them? Okay.
I'm just...
Thank you.
Yeah, do you not want to see cool elemental bullets?
I just don't think they'll actually look like that, anything. I think it'll do damage.
I bet they'll do an effect.
Maybe. Maybe it'll explode or something.
I think based on everything else in this beta, it's gonna do an effect.
You could have got a better gun. Oh, you did get a better gun. Cool. The Thorn Whip, it looks really cool. You have to find the right thing to do the upgrade, though. Okay,
Yeah,
there's the zappy zap.
Okay.
Silvermane says Glyph and Bullet. Yeah, it's like Outlast Star. You have a magic gun.
What did they call those? Busters?
I think that's right.
Caster.
Caster. Yeah.
And that was pretty powerful.
We need to
Killed it in one shot.
We need to get the caster in this game.
That would be incredible.
It would.
That'd put that boss summon to shame.
Hi, Exiled X.
Oh. See, you can read it as like a name that they just put X's around, so
right.
then
Just
the name
Xyled.
would be Xyled, but I don't think that's what they intended. I'm surprised this beta doesn't have any familiars.
Right? Do you think they'd do that?
Seeing as how they're pretty heavily featured so far in promoting that this game is definitely Symphony of the Night, please play it. Please.
Right.
Oh god, that game was not the best, but you seem to think so because you didn't play any of the other ones. Okay, time to go back to...
No, why says, this is what I like about your streams. Not being a massive channel, no offense. You're able to respond and talk with us. Plus, the chat isn't wasteland of spam and emotes.
Well,
You heard him. Start.
Chubstrish hasn't showed up yet to remind you how his face looks.
Eric says, Buster? You mean gun?
Yes.
Yes.
Clearly. Sorry, everyone. I get those mixed up. Ladies. Hey, ladies. How's it going? I'm feeling fabulous.
All right. Bye, Pleknuk.
Plitkanuk. Take it easy, Plitkanuk. Oh, yeah. Do you have any idea when that thing's showing up? Because we don't want to go to the P.O. box every day.
Dr. Lasher says, quick, start spamming chairs and bonemen.
Oh, yeah.
Pleknuk,
it's
spammed
begun.
everything.
That is his privilege. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, no, he does so much
no.
damage. I don't know
Oh,
how
no.
they're going to
Oh, no.
balance anything in this video game.
I don't know.
I'm really worried.
Oh, no. What? Do you not want... I mean, you burn through MP pretty fast shooting projectiles at a lot of stuff, but bosses will be hard.
Yeah,
You know?
like they.
Because the enemies
I
will
assume
win a
those-
war of attrition.
Right, I assume.
Like, I'm already out of MP.
I assume the way they'll balance this is you won't be able to get these upgrades till way later. Like they'll have much higher costs, which I could see that.
No.
Plike says, I'm shipping it tomorrow. I get paid in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, no rush. Whatever's good for you. We just really don't want to go to the P.O. box every day.
Hi, Anime Box. Is that like a loot crate for anime?
Bob, you're just opening that door for that spam. That's all on you now when that pops up in the chat.
Ronnie asks if the unboxing music for unboxing video music is from Dragon Quest VIII, right?
It's from Dragon Quest V on the Super Nintendo, which never came over here.
Right,
but it's
but-
the same theme.
Yeah, it sounds basically identical.
The compositions are identical. It's good music. I know somebody has said, for the love of God, don't play that music. I'm going insane.
Polite says, if I can get the tracking number, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know, man. You burn through. Okay, but here's the thing, Bob. With the
up?
current balance, for normal enemies, you burn through really fast, right?
Right.
And all they have to do for bosses is give them like some sort of resistance to projectiles.
Right.
Um,
But I mean,
but it opens the way to a wizard mode.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you know, with the way they're doing this game, I'm sure that's on the table. I'm sure you get to rerun the game with insane int and mind stats.
Yes, definitely.
And that would be really fun, because man, I want my primary attack to be shooting 6 goddamn arrows.
Derek T says, I mean, once you've played an Igavania enough times, half the fun is trying to be broken as hell.
Yeah, That's true.
Prince Silver just knows so put their cat as the backer. It's pretty great.
It is incredible. I really should have drawn more attention to that.
Ronnie says that's my favorite game ever. Actually, I guess from Dragon Quest VIII.
Yeah, Dragon Quest VIII is really damn good. Like
Yeah.
that game's
I hope the 11 can measure up at all, but I don't know.
It's a high bar.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but honestly, everything I've seen of 11 looks great. I haven't seen anything that makes me go, Have you?
Not really, no. So.
Oh look, I have your power.
But way better.
I'm going to murder the hell out of Zongettes. Oh, hello.
I have to wonder if there's a way to get through that Iron Maiden down there.
Let me go save.
It only does 1 damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I really expected to just murder me.
Bone Man says, gonna go play Metroidvania Castlevania.
Okay.
Cool.
Which one?
Yeah, which one? Which one are you doing?
Which one do you think they should do, Bob?
I mean, you could just start at Aria, like if you just want to know like some of the peak.
Yeah, cause like Portrait and Aria are the 2 quoted best ones.
Yeah, like
Portrait's
my favorite, but
Order of Ecclesia and Harmony of Dissonance do really interesting things. And Order of Ecclesia's art and music is nuts.
Bone Man says, see which I can borrow. Okay.
Cool. So Bob.
Plinchman says, Bob lies, it probably instantly kills you.
I mean, that's what I figured it would do, so I think Prince may be right, Bob. I think you may be a liar.
God.
Besides, like for once I'm casting magic in an Igavania, and it's an effective way to somewhat clear a room. Whereas most of the time, like I'm trying to think of the last time I actually resorted to the magic in one of these.
Right.
And I think I always just relied on my big ass sword.
Firehawk says, start with Slavement of Innocence and does a Woodman face. Arya, or Chimiru says Arya is so good, and then Tarek T says Arya is definitely my favorite. Toad says, no, the best part of the is Castlevania Judgment. Come on, guys.
I mean, we actually don't hate that game. like the thing about Castlevanias is a lot of the times, even if they don't do something high quality, they do something interestingly different. And that's my main concern about the sequel to this. I want it to be more about polish than gimmick.
Right.
The sequel to that, though, right?
Go crazy.
Yeah, just like make me into Juice Day. Do something really weird like that.
Let's see. Anime Box. We will do another Mega Maker stream tomorrow. We always do it on Fridays.
Always Fridays. Okay, Bob. I think I'm gonna be able to get him this time. What do you?
Probably. Chris Silverbase says, I use magic a lot in Order of Ecclesia, but it's kind of the focus of the game. Yeah, you had 2 lasers and you just spam between them.
And you fly around.
You fly around. It's really dumb, but
lasers.
it's hilarious.
I'm your executioner.
Spaceman says Charlotte's magic and Portrait was really useful early game.
Who?
Charlotte? Yeah.
I mean, her magic's really useful if you have her buff you.
Yeah, like that's what is useful later on, and of like just buffing like crazy. Jesus. Yeah, he can block him at least.
Yeah, he can.
Jesus.
So, you know, there's your balance. Even though I did just wail on him with that shit.
Prince Silver says, Charlotte, is repeatedly cuts himself off.
Honestly, it hasn't broken this fight. I'm still like having to fight him a lot with the sword. And I ran out of MP.
Okay.
And, you know, let's think about it this way, right? If you min-max your spell like that, you know? Maybe you deserve to be a little broken.
Oh, man, I forgot to eat this Pop-Tart on stream.
Oh man, that's making me so jealous. I wish I had a Pop-Tart. Wait, is that my peanut butter Pop-Tart?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Oh, I thought you said another peanut butter Pop-Tart. And I'm like, Bob, when's the last time I bought a box? You're like shaming me for buying a box of peanut butter Pop-Tarts.
No, I was saying I've already opened it. I'm clearly eating those right now.
No, I couldn't tell. I thought it was brown sugar from the distance I was standing.
Okay.
Like, it's that not quite a good color. But really, Bob, who eats that without having some fluid to dump it into?
Me.
You gotta dunk. That's disgusting. You're disgusting. So, Bob, what do you want to do here? I'm still not as high of a level as you got.
No, 2.5 hours in.
Yeah,
I sat in a room. I was grinding. I had to get all the souls for
You had to do this.
for the dog. I kept healing the dog because I wanted the whip that I got from doing that.
Oh, he gives you a whip?
Well, he can
drop?
He dropped a upgrade piece that you need for the thorn whip. So I did that. Grinded way too long.
Yeah, one thing's for sure. I'm getting off the week this comes out.
Yeah.
Just play it.
Toad says peanut butter Pop-Tarts are awful.
What? Okay, Toad. I thought you were a man of culture.
Prince Silver says not s'mores Pop-Tart.
hey.
Get out of here, Bob. S'mores are probably my favorite.
There's that glitch.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck in place.
But you can.
I can L1 out of it though. They actually delayed this demo a week because they were having problems.
Right.
And, you know, I heard from E3 that, yeah, they crashed. What, is that not what you want out of your Igavania, your slash spell? I like that fusion of technology.
Ow.
Get out of here. Because I want to do that and then follow it up with, like, a bullet. See, it's kind of like Order of Ecclesia, except for it's not just 2 giant maces.
Right.
I feel like by the end of Order of Ecclesia, you should have gotten glyphs that just yelled Charlotte and Jonathan. That way you could keep, like, doing them back and forth.
Farah says he's still seriously annoyed they waited until the day the demo was to announce the delay. They knew days before that. Yeah, it's kind of stink.
They were probably chasing it all the way up until the last second.
Probably.
That's what I figure.
And they were in the middle of dealing with E3 as a whole. That
Right.
week leading up to it, so it's forgivable. I
can-
think. It's not like any of the madness that happened with my number 9.
Right, it doesn't even fucking compare. Because in order for that to happen, half of the backers would have to not have the demo for some reason. And then everyone who didn't even pay for the correct amount, remember how that happened?
Oh yeah.
Gets it for free. So it's like, holy shit, I backed it for a really expensive amount, and I don't even have any exclusive stuff.
Derek T says, all I can think of was Portrait is how blazing fast Richter was, and how I never did beat old Axe Armor level 1 hard mode, walled by deaths for eternity. Yeah, some of those, like, locking your level to level 1s were insane.
Yeah, I don't get it. I never do those.
Yeah, those are too much. I tried one of the lower locks, but it wasn't one.
It was 30 though, right?
Probably
30 or 60, because I know
Somewhere, like,
Ecclesia does multiple locks. I was actually working my way through hard mode on Ecclesia, which was really fun.
Justice says, oh yeah?
Yeah, that was really fun. It's hard as shit, though.
Yes.
Like, it's real fucking... You have to be so on top of playing an Igavania.
Dr. John says, just wait until they hear that I don't hate Papa John's. They really get... That'll really get your panties twisted. I don't understand this level of hate I hear for Papa John's. Like,
yeah, Tosh hates Papa John's.
Yeah, and I see Mr. Field
Tosh hates Papa John's.
tweeting about how bad Papa John's is all the time. It's like, I mean, for just...
For a shitty...
local pizza, or local fast food pizza. Like, that's kind of what I expect. Like, it's kind of higher end for that, honestly.
So Papa John's is a local pizza place.
Not local. You know.
The exact opposite of that?
Yes.
Corporate?
Fast food pizza.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say.
We do live in fast food Florida, so, you know, it's confusing. Man, yeah, I don't think anything in this demo is going to have that material. The crazy, like, high-end metal.
Oh yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
Which is tragic. Now I just have to keep getting more and more bones and arrows.
Firehawk says his favorite accessory has been the speed boosting one. Besides travel double the speed. Yeah, for sure.
Which one does that?
Oh, that speed belt I equipped. I think that you still got it equipped. Oh, I guess not.
Strange. Is it a scarf?
No, it's a accessory.
Miriam's favorite scarf.
Ronnie says, if you like Papa John's, I got a code that always works. It's MLM50. You get 50% off your order. Okay, that's cool.
What?
I mean, that helps a lot because they're
thank you.
pricier.
They are.
Prince Silverray says, Victor mode in Portrait was amazing. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was.
It really was.
It didn't beat it. Excuse me, which mode? Which mode? I think you mean Richter mode? Because it's Richter mode? People don't notice these things, like shinning armor and Richter mode.
Right. Spaceman says, Papa John's would be fine if they didn't dump an entire box of sugar. Oh. Yeah, this is what happened to me the first time I talked to Johanna. Just
Johannes, yeah. Weird.
Yeah, that's weird. It's clearly still got problems.
I still don't. Soy sauce and ginger, got it. I'm gonna go get that.
We're gonna see how this looks.
Yeah.
But yeah, he says that they dump an entire box of sugar on their pizza and make the crust out of cardboard. Man, he's harsh.
I mean, he's not wrong. Every fast food pizza place does that, though. Like,
Yeah.
I used to work at Pizza Hut. Their fucking sauce is disgusting.
For a while, they started carrying a better sauce, and they're like, no.
Yeah, I remember that. That was hilarious.
So upset.
You're like, thank God! And then they got rid of it, and you're like, ah!
Like, Pizza Hut did a weird thing where they like, let's add all these features to your pizza. Like that, the sauce drizzle, they had a ton of crust options, and then they just like took them all out. Like, I know that was complicated, but that was so much better. Like, curry crust was surprisingly good. Like,
What was?
curry crust. They put like a curry style seasoning on the crust, and it was really flavorful.
Boys.
What are we transmuting this time?
Boys. Okay, I got everything I need. So eating this will permanently make me more strong.
Oh, is that what happens?
That's what it says there.
First time
Lower
bonus.
left.
Yeah, maybe. Jesus.
Okay, here we
How
go.
about this?
It says first time bonus though.
Great.
So I presume.
Too bad John Haas won't talk to us.
I know. What a fucking stick in the mud. Okay, so I have 17 strength.
Oh, and then you can take it elsewhere.
I can what? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can wait to use it. So now I have 18. And it's actually stacking my bonuses from eating things in the lower right. That's a neat
I
system.
wonder if it's temporary then.
I feel like it would say that it was temporary. I think it's just a way for you to keep track of how many of your buffs are coming from foods instead of your equipment.
Yeah.
Because none of it's mentioned anything that would imply that it's temporary so far.
Firehawk says I dropped Pizza Hut when they dropped the pretzel crust and really good marinara sauce.
Yep,
Angry face. Yeah,
that's
no.
what Bob was talking about, that
Yeah.
really good marinara. Yeah, and then it shows there that you have consumed it, so it's not going to give that to you.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That's awesome!
That is really cool.
Dude, I need that steak. Where the fuck are we going to get beef?
There it is. Toad says, yes, Bob, the curry crust was good. My go-to ginger boom boom. Honey sriracha was also really... Yeah, their honey sriracha was really neat.
Cheese.
Like, there was...
Macaroni and cheese makes you lucky.
Oh, man.
Cheese,
But look
pasta,
what it's
and
made
white
of.
sauce.
So there's like... Because it has that
But you
weird-
can buy all those.
Okay.
Cheese, pasta,
I was just
and white
saying
sauce.
that it was made of one of the monster's parts, so it was
Oh,
like
was it?
it was. It had that line of being a little weird.
That's funny.
What are you looking
Let's
to buy?
see.
Dr. Nasha, what's the quick trip pizza?
Is this right? Then we have a deal. Is this many thanks?
There we go. I've gone bankrupt, but I'm gonna get that mac and cheese. Hopefully he didn't need 2 of any of those because I can't afford it.
Dr. Nasha says the only time I liked Pizza Hut was when they had the hot dog pizza crust. That thing was so gross. I don't know how.
I was amused.
It was hilarious, but.
Yes.
Tim Drew says, I missed the dessert bar at Pizza Hut. I meant the salad or the taco bar at Wendy's.
So that thing is made of the plant that sits on the ground and closes. That's okay.
I'll go with this.
You missed the salad bar at Wendy's?
No, the taco bar at Wendy's.
Oh yeah.
That weird entree thing they had going.
Yeah, that you always see in old ads.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of Quick Trip Pizza. Have you heard of that, Dan?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Right.
Not even once.
Anime Box, we don't, or next game we stream will be Mega Maker. It'll be tomorrow night here, so I don't know how long that's going to be for you.
It's going to be sometime in the next 18 hours.
Right.
What time?
Space Man also has never heard of Quick Trip.
That will be approximately 16 hours from now. Well, 17 hours. We'll go 17. This is great, though. This idea of, like, you cooking things can help you buff your stats.
Yeah, no, it's really
like,
neat.
I think that's...
Adding more things to do with all of these, like, collectibles.
Yeah, and, like...
And these collectibles aren't souls, so, you know, it's separate.
But they kind of are.
True.
Because they're things dropped by enemies.
They are things dropped by enemies, but they aren't one resource that dropped by enemies. There's a lot of different things to them. Like, say, the Dancer Soul. You're going to want to use that for... You're going to want to have all 9 of those because it's the Dancer Soul. Need all 9 of them.
Right.
This is something where, well, they're dropping the soul, and that's the attack, but they're also dropping these other things.
Yeah.
So it's different, though very similar.
It's like a less useful soul. That is an additional thing that they drop.
Eric says 4 streams this week. Quite advanced.
Oh, has it been 4?
Not
Yeah, I'll not heavily... Look, now I'm into food, bitch. Feed me.
Dash says, Quick Trip is like a 7-Eleven, except you don't have to worry about getting shanked. You go there and get a slushie.
Wow, I'm surprised she has the dragon egg.
Yeah, that's weird.
Didn't expect that.
She's
Does she have the Moko oil?
I think they're gonna change the translation for squares if you go up to that.
Squares?
Keep going up, you see it. Squares.
Yeah.
It's a sturdy oak wood tree. It's like, maybe call it a
2x4
lumber, anything.
Lumber, board. Squares. I like how much fine fidelity there is in the sub map up there, Bob. Like, see the yellow dot? How it's falling exactly where I am.
It's good.
It's tracking pretty faithfully too. It's great.
Yeah. Eric says, my number 9, Lumines, this, and Mega Man Maker.
What'll it be?
That's true. You're right. We have done something terrible with the channel. I guess I could get lemons.
Chimmer says, I had a whole pizza for dinner. Oops. Was that really a mistake? Are you sure that wasn't always the intention?
So, shorten MP recovery time by increasing 3 over a second. That's cool.
Neat. Doing lots of neat things here. Lemon cream pie.
Why is my defense down? What in the world? That has to be a glitch. See that?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have something equipped maybe that's doing that? But you didn't change equipment, did you?
No, and that screen has nothing to do with that, so...
Yeah.
Is me eating making me weak?
That'd be weird.
That would be really fucking weird.
Spaceman says, I really liking this cooking sim stream. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, I wish somebody out there was making a cooking sim. Hey, Bob, am I beautiful?
Yes. Derek T says, speaking of Luminous, I bought that because of you guys, and man, I am awful at it.
Oh, wow. Don't worry, Bob is kind of bad at it, too.
Don't tell anybody. They'll notice.
Yeah, no, I don't think they noticed. Okay, so putting on the mask does unequip your head.
Okay, so it's just fully...
Yeah.
You have to be...
So let me select something that's more compatible. Like elf ears.
Or maybe the speed belt. Speed belt's always nice. I like the speed belt.
Oh yeah, lemons. Lemons. Lemons.
Lemons. I wish we had. I don't know if we have any like
Lemons.
Locally owned pizza places in town. I know there's some out in like Walton and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
But every time I go to any of those, I'm like, man, this is really disappointing.
True.
Is this right? Many thanks.
There we go.
I tried another one that's over by the mall out there, and they did calzone, so I was like, yeah, I'll get a calzone. It's like,
Is it crust?
no, it's not crust. I tried crust already, and their calzone was also, it was pretty good, but it was way too, like, they made the same mistake as this other pizza joint of cooking it in like way
I'll go with this.
too crunchy
Great.
for a calzone. Like, they use their regular pizza dough, and it's not thick enough to give it any, or it's just like this brick, basically. It's all so cooked that it's not movable at all. It doesn't,
It's not soft.
yeah, it's not
Hard.
soft.
So,
It's just hard
what will it
entirely.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awful. So that's weird.
Ronnie asks, has anyone seen Jurassic World 2 yet?
Nope.
No.
Ronnie liked it.
Okay.
At least I thought that's what he said.
Firehawk says, you don't need any lemons, Dan. This isn't Mega Man.
So the weird thing is, I didn't drink the lemonade yet. Silly me. It's weird that, like, if it's gonna give me a permanent increase, then why do I have to drink it?
I guess you could use it to health restore, like mid-level 2. Like,
I guess, is it doing that though?
I
It
don't-
doesn't list.
I don't know. I don't know.
So yeah, now I'm a lot more healthy with 1 strength, 3 luck, and much faster MP recovery, which is the really important thing, seeing as how I shoot a shitload of arrows nowadays.
Spaceman says, we have a pizza place called The Boot that makes really good gourmet pizzas like carbonara and smoked salmon. I've never seen a smoked salmon on a pizza. That could be good.
You said Spaceman said that?
Yeah.
Man, I really want that steak. Look at how much strength that is. That's 10 fucking strength.
It is a lot.
That's huge.
Yes, Dr. Lotto, she is wearing a pirate hat. It is increasing her luck.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess while I'm here, I can see about enhancing shards that aren't arrows.
Toad says, remember to pour one out for Jeffrey the giraffe today.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually never really went to Toys R Us, so I'm not sad. So I guess that worked out okay.
I went there like once or twice as a very young child because there's not one anywhere near us.
Yeah.
It's something that was kind of a, we're on
Go on a
vacation.
trip.
Yeah.
But I can have more arrows. Release Toad. Releases a Toad in the aim direction.
Yeah. This is hilarious that that's an aimable one.
Increases the attack range of Toad.
Buy anime box.
See anime box. Okay.
I didn't read it earlier, but that guy said he didn't like pizza.
How? That's confusing. Summon a ghost. Man,
Shimmeru says she got a lot of Mega Man action figures at Toys R Us as a kid.
wow. Lucky. I don't know, man. It's hard to justify anything other than more arrows.
Right? God, really? You can just keep doing... Seems insane.
I'll go with this.
Spaceman says, I mostly went to Toys R Us to get Wi-Fi Pokemon. Yeah, I guess that they were one of those retailers that had that tie-in.
They were the main one.
Yeah.
Like,
They were always
you had to
too
go there for
far to-
Arceus.
Oh my god.
Because they, for whatever reason, didn't give out the cerulean flute. They were like, hey, is it cerulean flute? Shit. Look up cerulean flute.
Checking my sources. Okay. I found this on the
Nope.
web for lookups
I
and
am
reviews.
conflating one thing with another. I can't remember what the flute was, though. Hopefully.
Oh wow, they were still last week. Notice why it says I always remember Toys R Us, and the final thing I ever got last week from them is the Destiny Mega Bloks jump chip for $8.
She says good work, but she...
For me.
These fucking glasses.
Yes.
This is about to become our new banner image for our Twitter.
Good work. Here's your reward.
She doesn't seem genuinely happy.
No, not at all.
Here's what I've turned up on the
Toast says that their bankruptcy wasn't their fault, even though they didn't change with the times regarding e-commerce. I haven't looked up exactly
complicated, and you know, a lot of people are saying it's something similar to what may happen to GameStop.
Yeah, I've been hearing that.
Hunt 3 Dullahammer. Dullahammer are primarily on the boat.
Yeah, I think
so
that's
I'm
like
gonna go
the
do
only
that.
place they are.
That background looks cool as shit.
Sugar says Mega Man Proto had guns that shot or blobs of plastic. Always good. Always good.
I shot it once to kill 2 enemies. Because I'm shooting 6 damn arrows.
Right? Prince Illumina says, fake Pokemon fan Dan.
Yeah. Because I didn't remember the name of the flute that I didn't get because I didn't go to Toys R Us back then.
Derek T says, I believe it was the Azure flute.
Oh,
might be wrong though.
I think you're right. Bob, I swear to God, I killed him with less than half of the arrows.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Here, let's check it just to be sure. Yeah, no, that's a ton of arrows that just keep going.
Welcome back, Anime Box. That wasn't long.
I really hope... He's like, I heard you shit talk me. I really hope the quests get more sophisticated. Oh man, I just despawned a shard.
Oh, that stinks.
I'm telling you, up in my luck here has done some wonders for my abilities to get Dullahammer souls. Well, souls in general, evidently.
Let's see, Toad says, Toys R Us got bought out, and then the company that acquired them dumped like $5 billion in debt on them just to offload it. Oof. Yeah, that's...
Wait, I got a hammer from that? From that dude?
Oh yeah, you get his helmet. That's what I got early on, and I was like, this is really, really dumb looking.
This is amazing! I'm so beautiful! Foreground elements kind of make it annoying to grind on this guy because it covers item bags.
That's true.
So you drop one, but you have to pay really close.
That's how you get them. Cool.
Oh wow. Now, if I could just find an enemy that drops soy sauce.
Now, doesn't the that pirate helmet get you better luck? So you could probably use that.
But Bob, I have so many helmets. Yes, it gives me one. And this gives me one. Wait, but that undoes the pirate helmet. Oh man, catch 22. Okay, pirate hat. Damn, yeah.
Far, because I hope there's a duck enemy just so I can watch Dan fight them and can ask, is this some Duck Souls?
See, the pun was so bad it froze Miriam. Monster bird tier. That item dropped in the foreground. Bob.
What? Wow. I've
I
seen
killed
some
it
glitches where I couldn't get to them, but Jesus. That's insane.
That's a new tier. That's what you get for making your fancy animation where he crawls on screen.
Notewise says, also speaking of GameStop, thing I heard about is that they're going to start selling comics. As someone who doesn't have a local comic shop closer than 30 minutes from me, I'm happy about that, honestly.
Again, yeah, it's just, yeah, no, I'm telling you, Bob, like, if I could go into a GameStop, wait, hitting its head does extra damage?
Yeah,
I forgot.
It's crazy.
Like, I did that in the original demo, but like,
yeah, it's really neat to have just weak points on these guys.
My hit's so big. But yeah, I mean, I never go into a comic book shop, but if GameStop starts doing that, I'd sooner end up there than a real comic book shop. Cause fuck, you know what sort of people go to real comic book shops? They make GameStop customers look amazing. That's who goes there.
Right. Okay, fair.
I bet the Hail Zeon guy goes to real comic book shops. He hasn't done that in a long time, since he was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments. Leon's like, please stop talking about me.
Right.
Please stop telling them about Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Nah, I doubt he cares that I would tell that story. Oh, hey, what's that? Is it soy sauce? No, of course not. It's never soy sauce.
No, why says also rip Best Buy Gamers Club unlock.
Yep.
Why do you have to go? It probably wasn't profitable for them. They probably were losing a lot of money with that.
Probably, but that's a shame.
Yeah.
Are you eating properly?
So I have a question, everyone. Are you gonna make fun of me if I show up one day with an Apple Watch?
Toei points out that GameStops already have limited shelf space. Yeah, I was carrying all those things, like all the collectible stuff.
Just the Funkos.
Just the Funko Pops is its own gigantic section.
So upgrading this actually increases my attack range on the head flail. And that seems like a smart idea.
That's neat.
Because, you know, I could keep upgrading that and then be able to hit them from, like, the edge of the screen.
I'll go with
So that's my new dumb thing I'm into.
So,
Head flail.
Sure. There's been lots of puns about ducks and Dark Souls, so
That's
I'm
tragic.
just gonna go past them. We're just not.
Oh, you're not even gonna. Okay. You know what? I respect that. Yeah, look at that. That's some range. Boom. Oop. I hope there's a claimed Solias in this game.
Right?
I always hope for that.
Prince Ray says, if you show up with an Apple Watch, I will shame you forever.
Why?
Firehawk says, Dan, if you get an Apple Watch, you know what I'm going to ask you. Are you eating properly?
What are you looking to buy? What are you looking
Why?
to sell?
You look beautiful with this thing you've done here, Miriam.
Is this right? Thank
Why
you.
have you done this?
Toad says, yeah, the GameStop should probably open a new chain called Funko Stop or Game Pop.
As cool as the stone mask is, I can't wear so many important things while I'm wearing it.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna sell most of them, not all of them.
Is this right?
Pencil Marine says, does that mean GameStop is going to start hosting D&D games?
What
I mean,
are you looking to
they're not fully devolving into a comic book store.
That would
Or
be
are
funny.
they?
That would be funny though. Ever since I traded in my copy of Destiny 2 and got a brand new Warhammer figure, things have been looking up. for me.
Carrying Warhammer figures too? What degenerates?
Let's see.
Yeah, the thought of any of them having the Squarespace to run a D&D tournament is insane.
Did you say the Squarespace?
The square footage. Man,
floor space?
Floor space.
If only they had Squarespace, which can help you make your dreams a reality. Dreams are a goal without a website.
But Toad says, please no, I don't want to go into a GameStop and see people playing Magic the Gathering.
I kind of do, but no. No, that'll end very poorly.
What are you looking to
I need
buy?
soy sauce. Right, I can just go over to this. I wish the food was on a separate tier from the materials.
Right.
Because even though, technically, it is a material for crafting, it would help me if we could cut that list in half, because it's a very long list already.
Chipper Drew says, EV Games feels crowded when I'm the only person in the store. Yeah.
Hi, Miri.
I keep forgetting there's still EB Games up in Canada.
I'm kind of jealous.
It is weird that they just chose one branding for each country. I don't know why they did that. Jerry Potter says, is a Magic the Gathering player myself. I take offense to that.
Stop.
Then he does a raspberry face.
You know, I've played Magic the Gathering. You've thus been to Magic the Gathering tournaments, I'm sure. You know what we're talking about, don't play dumb.
What are you looking to buy?
I'm looking to buy rice, which is a crafting material, I'm told.
Thank you.
Is it ginger?
Thank you.
I bet it was something else and I already forgot it. It's It's okay, guys. We're gonna get this. Where's my Black Panther soul so that way I could fly back and forth in between these shops?
So, what'll it be?
Alright, I need sea urchin, so I just need to go kill more of that head dude.
Lady Lunar says we have a GameStop and an EB Games in the local mall, or an EB shop in the local mall. Like still? I thought that all of them were converted.
Huh.
Firefox says, yeah, we don't need 5-color crack in GameStop. Am I missing something with that?
There are 5 colors in Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
I believe that's all he's gone with there.
Cherry Potter says, oh god, I know what you were talking about.
That is cool. Oh, it's gone. I need sea urchins, damn it. I'll take some halite though.
Prince Silverman says, I never played that nerd stuff. Now, you want to see my Pokemon cards?
Look, at least none of us played the Dragon Ball Z card game.
Right, Dan?
I didn't.
I didn't.
I think I played it once because my brother owned it. My brother also introduced me to Furcadia. Now, I'm not saying my brother's a furry or a deviant. I'm just saying he happened to have Furcadia on his machine.
Jared Potter says, it's why I just play casually with friends. Anything more than that is just not my scene. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Park says, I miss Packages. Packages was great.
Yeah.
That was the only place around here that we could buy Gundam model kits.
I miss game stores that aren't GameStop.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, like, this gen is actually doing really well sales-wise. It's just a lot of them are going digital. You know? Like, apparently games are selling a lot digitally, which is crazy to me, but...
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of that. There's so much... I've talked to a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, no, I only do digital now. It's like, what's wrong with you? You're doing exactly what they want. They're going to be able to just corner that market and not have to deal with anything, any competition, and be able to set the prices to anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's see.
I'm not sure what that rant meant.
I don't know.
So if you want to elaborate or rephrase,
if the price or the games only are showing up digitally, like if retail gets cut out entirely,
yeah,
and we have boxes that no longer even have disc trays, that'll be frustrating, and they won't have.
Oh, if you have like just boxes with codes inside.
I'm saying like if next gen consoles don't even take games anymore. They take physical games,
which are the only real games. Then that'll be frustrating.
Yeah, that'll. Be.
For one, they can't do that.
They can't.
They can't. There's a reason the PSP Go cost as much as it did.
Okay.
There's a reason a discless 360 didn't come out. There's a reason we haven't seen a discless version of any of these consoles. Because the cost of adding a disc reader is very little. The cost of giving retail a margin on the core hardware is immense.
Yeah, I guess that they would have to pull out retail entirely.
Which doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, like why would you be like, no, don't put it at Walmart. Just don't do that.
Right. No one has that big of balls. The PSP Go bombed hella because of that. Cause yeah, you know damn well, not enough digital copies of games are being sold in stores to justify stores being okay with digital only consoles.
Right.
But yeah, there's a whole level of consumer you're never gonna hit if you go full digital, Bob.
That's true.
I mean, we talk to people every day who are like, what do you mean there are games that only exist on the store? You know?
Yeah.
Like they need that disc at their local GameStop. Otherwise, it's not a real video game. Like you were saying, it's a fake video game.
Clearly.
People watching are just like, and you enjoy this. Like, yes.
Principal Ray says, I have cards for the DBZ card game somewhere, but I've never played it. Principal Ray says, Furcadia, ... Firehawk just says a lot of ... dots. Firehawk says, V edges away from Dad.
Just because I've been on Furcadia doesn't make me a furry.
Chimmer Drew says, once I had a roommate who had Furcadia.
Who had Furcadia? Like they were ill with Furcadia.
Prince Silvermane says, I played Furcadia too.
Well, Silvermane, not to insult you, not to toss shade, but yeah.
Firehawk says, I'm almost 100% digital.
Thanks, Firehawk. Contribute to the death of the retail industry. Just kidding. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am in front of that sign.
Okay. Lady Lunar says, I like having hard copies. Square Enix had a survey and kind of pushed towards online purchasing.
Yeah, I mean, they get slightly better margins online than they do at retail.
Right. So, of course.
I mean, there's a cost associated with unsold games.
Firehawk says, I almost like the PSP Go. I just hated the start select buttons work and how shallow the buttons are.
Yeah, that part's awful.
If it kills GameStop, I'm all for it. Let them, or they can burn.
I'm not ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Man, mocha oil must just be insanely hard to get out of those plants.
It is weird that they're like the only large video game retail left.
Yeah, I would think the industry would be able to support more than one, but apparently not.
Yeah, I guess not.
Look at all this goddamn luck.
Too much.
+6 from food.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes. But what'd you say about Walmart?
Walmart's where you just go to buy every video game, right?
So I'm gonna go find that plant. Try to get some of that dank oil.
Let's see, Firehawk says, I absolutely hate GameStop after they screwed me multiple times on pre-order bonus materials. Jeez.
You know, I've heard stories about that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It is so strange that they don't have music.
Yeah.
In the village.
Jamie Moss says, retail is worthy sacrifice because it means I'm not dealing with traffic and can play a game at midnight on release day.
Oh, you think with Sony's infrastructure that it will be easy for you to play... So, wait, is he defending?
I don't... Because he's saying that it's a worthy sacrifice. I'm like, but it's already like that.
Yeah, in fact, game stores generally, like on larger releases, they'll sell to you at 10 p.m. Just so they don't have to stay open till midnight. Whereas Sony and Steam and everyone else will make you wait till midnight, generally speaking.
Eric L says, I mostly buy digital games because you get better discounts so you can buy more games.
That is a thing.
It does happen.
I mean, retail sales, generally speaking, aren't impressive. And it's only on used. And that sucks. Because then you're not supporting the developer.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of more new sales, actually. Like, a lot of sales are just...
I think they are getting better at that.
Yeah.
Like, in general, but I don't know, man. It's a little complicated, like...
Right, it's not gonna be as...
Are you gonna be subscribed to a newsletter to hear about an actually decent sale on new games?
Right. Doc Johnson says, I'm lucky enough to have 2 local game stores. A Bookman's nearby, so I can totally ignore GameStop.
You are making that up.
Yeah, I was like,
that
the
ain't
heck
no
is a Bookman?
Hey, Bob. Look up there.
What is... Oh, that's some stuff.
Cool.
Later says, I prefer retail since it keeps people with jobs.
Yeah. Yeah, as we move further away from low skilled jobs being available to human beings, stuff gets weirder and weirder. Cause you know, all of the jobs you're gonna displace by no longer having GameStop isn't going to be compensated for by Sony's infrastructure team. You know?
Yeah.
Like their PlayStation Store team and everything else.
If anything, they'll start caring even less. That seems to be their motto when they start succeeding.
Yeah. Once Sony starts succeeding, They definitely just stopped trying. And that's depressing. Which is why I'm kind of like, yeah, you know what? I might spite buy an Xbox 2. I wonder if that guy gives me beef.
Firehawk says Bookman's. Bookman's was has a couple locations in Arizona. I used to go to one frequently myself. It's real.
No, he's just helping that other person lie.
Right?
He said it's Dutch, right? Wait. Dude. That's a different color of soul.
Oh, yeah.
It's a different shard.
Enhanced. Yeah, yeah.
Enhance.
Enhanced.
Enranch. Increases the damage of single-handed swords and maces. Dude, it's a sword mastery.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
pretty
that's
neat.
awesome.
It's pretty neat. Deathnote says they miss Game Crazy. Jamie Moss says, but I have to drive, Dan. It's like, but you already have the availability of the digital copy that is what you want.
All
except
right.
for when it doesn't update right and the store is like, oh no, it actually comes out at 6 p.m. the next day. It's like, why?
Rapiers are single-handed. Why isn't it working?
I had the same trouble. I don't know like how much you need.
They
like,
must be phrasing this very poorly.
I think that it's.
No.
I think it's.
No. What?
I think that's you need to get more of it because look, it says attack 0 in the lower right.
Right, but I figure that's because I'm not holding the correct equipment.
Try just the short sword or something. But yeah, no, I think this literally starts out doing nothing.
No, that's insane. That makes no sense.
Yeah, no, it can't be the final balance for it. That's what I'm getting.
Maybe it needs to hit an enemy to register. No, okay. I don't know.
Oh, it's Firehawk has posted a link to Bookman's. And a little while ago, somebody was trying to derail this conversation. It was probably good. Maybe we should... That doesn't even look real, Firehawk. This looks like it's Photoshopped. Look at that.
It's cool that you use Squarespace to make a website for a fake store. It's got these arrows. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, there were souls you could use in Aria of Sorrow that were this level of powerful. You know? And they also just ate the fuck through your experience. Trying to remember which one it was.
Where is it? But yeah, somebody was asking what let's see. Okay, Matthew Sally says, I just downloaded Bloodstained, The Curse of the Moon today. Is this Bloodstained, is the title a sequel or prequel? That's actually a weird side story that doesn't fit in with anything.
Yeah, this is the main game.
Universe.
They made that as a tie-in spin-off.
Yeah.
So it's got the same characters and stuff.
But those events do not happen in the universe of the game.
Seemingly.
Yeah, no, they said that's not the way it works.
They don't think that'll be confusing.
No, they have to know.
How confusing that is?
They have to.
Yeah. Whoops.
Notewise says, so what games are you all excited for this year? I want Octopath Traveler, Destiny 2 Forsaken, Spider-Man, Spyro, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Smash Ultimate.
Smash. I just bought Mario Tennis. We still haven't live streamed that.
Crazy.
I'm excited for maybe figuring out whether or not a new capture card could record straight to the final encoding. Wait, that's not a game. Okay, Bob. Let's test your theory. I'm telling you, it's not working.
Yeah, it's literally broken.
That shard just doesn't work in this version.
Or Prince Limerman says Neo 2 for me, though I can't remember if that's coming out this year or next. No, that didn't get any sort of release date.
Did you see the kukri?
Yeah.
I got a kukri.
It's neat.
It's some nice stinger stance. Yeah, Bob, what are you looking forward to this year?
This year, I mean, if this comes out, of course. Valkyria Chronicles 4. I'm pretty hyped for that. It's nice to have a new one, a real one. Like, first time in so long, basically since the first game. Which I'm not a hater for those, the PSP ones, but one of them didn't even come here, and it's a very different feel, and it very much degraded because it's a PSP.
Downgraded?
Downgraded. What else is this?
Oh, hey,
year?
pork cutlet.
Oh, right, the Mega Man X collection, Mega Man 11.
Yeah, Mega Man 11 is the game for this year, I think. Smash falls in somewhere around that.
Yeah, Smash.
I think Mega Man 11 is just amazing because it's the first time since I was in elementary school, since Old Man Dan Video Games, was in elementary school that they fucking tried on a Mega Man game.
Yeah,
that is huge.
The last time they tried was literally on the PS1. That's insane.
Yep. That was, for those keeping track, 3 PSs ago. How quickly can I... It's not...
Alright, Dragon Quest 11. Or Dash Nostra says...
I'm still...
Also, the Fist of North Star Yakuza game is coming out in States this year.
What is that getting called over here?
Fist of North Star Lost Paradise, I think?
Paradise Lost, yeah?
Yeah.
Is Lumine in it?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Hey,
Wait, no, that other thing. Lame. Mocha oil! Got it.
Amazing.
That was the whole point of this trip. All it took
Dash to the Destroyer.
All it took was being able to spam arrows. By the way, I believe this is hilarious that that I've turned the game into this.
This is yes. Firehawk says, I think you guys are wrong for calling 9-10 not trying. Firehawk,
fuck off. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I cannot take that shit.
Yeah, no, that's literally...
If you cannot see the difference between Mega Man 7 and Mega Man 8 and Mega Man 9 and 10, holy shit, man. Holy shit. Yeah. They aren't trying.
They're literally...
Like, they literally gave... What they did with the fucking Mega Man games is they fucking gave the side franchise to Inti, which is fine. It's whatever. But then they took the mainline series, waited forever to make a single installment, and when they did, it was made with NES graphics. That is literally the definition of not fucking trying. Like, whether or not their hearts were in it is a different fucking thing, but it's fucking cheap. Like, you can't sit there and even vaguely insinuate that Mega Man 9 or 10 costs anywhere near as much as fucking 8 to make. Like... It's just cheap. It's fucking insane. Sorry, just fuck, man. I get really sick of it being like, Mega Man 9 and 10 aren't them, like, being lazy. And it's like, no, it is very clearly Capcom doing that. Capcom didn't hire a 7th gen equivalent team. You didn't know 70 people worked on fucking Mega Man 9, right?
Right.
That's what fucking, that was the bar for that gen. They made a downloadable cheap game with not even all the content built in. They had fucking DLC. Like, that game is basically phoning it in every way possible. For fuck's sake, Mega Man 9, and this is why I, you know, in retrospect, going back and playing those again, I kinda like 10 more than 9. Mega Man 9 has Mega Man 2 music. Like, fucking say what you will about the fucking rest of it, but what other Mega Man game just wholesale used a song from an earlier one without recreating it? Making a different rendition in some meaningful manner. You know?
Right.
Fuck, man. It had Mega Man 2 music and menus. Like, shit. How much more? Did you need a whole Robot Master to come over? It's not as bad as Sonic 4. But that's no fucking bar to be holding these games to.
But yeah, of course, Firehawk has things to say in response to that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mighty Number 9 is a better game than 7 and 8 by far.
Mighty Number 9? Wow, that's Firehawk's just...
Yeah, no, Jesus.
He's like, you know what?
Then he says, sorry, this is one of those places I never, ever agree with you, Dan.
But he said Mega Man 9's better than 8?
7 and 8, by far.
9 better than 7 and 8? I don't know. 10 better than 7? That I can start to see. But it isn't about what's objectively a better game here. That's not...
Right, that's not the point of this argument.
Of the conversation I'm having with you here. Like, it's easier to make an unambitious thing well than to make an ambitious thing well. They completely lacked ambition with Mega Man 9 and 10 is what I'm fucking telling you. That is what I'm trying to convey with the words when I say they did not try. They lacked ambition entirely. From the outset, that was their intended goal. To make an easy fucking game. Like, Inti makes 2D really cheap retro shit all the damn time. That's why the only 3D games they've made, as far as I know, is Galgun and Mighty Number 9. They cannot make something up to the contemporary bar of video game. That's just what they do. And that was their clear intent with Mega Man 9 and 10. It's fucking Mega Man 2 music and menus. Like it, I just cannot stress how lame that is. Like, and how lacking in ambition that is.
Right. No,
it's like if you had, I don't know, some sort of Mega Man game on the Game Boy that reused slightly different versions of Wave Man and Toad Man.
He said the market would not sustain a $60 Mega Man 9 at that point.
You don't know that.
Yeah, it was kind of...
I mean, I would argue the better thing is that, okay, one, Rayman happened. All arguments are off. Rayman did fucking gangbusters. The Rayman that gen looked fluid in 2D, did gangbusters, sold for $60.
It did.
It's all about how you do it. And honestly, yeah, Capcom would have fucked it up, but that's not the point.
Right.
Like, they just weren't fucking trying on Mega Man games at that point, that whole gen. Which is why this is nice. It's nice to have them try again.
And one more thing for Firehawk here.
Yeah.
I disagree. Ambition for 9 was to see if they could actually make Mega Man relevant at all. It had been years since one had sold it all, and they tried going back to what the fans liked.
Their ambition is sales? That's not actual ambition. I don't think checking whether or not something's relevant is ambition. And like, yes, honestly, ambition boils down to the complexity of the project, how much money is going into it, how much marketing is going into it. They basically stealth drop those games on the fucking networks. Like, you didn't see a TV ad, you didn't see a print ad, they just happened. Like, they were relying on the hardcore Mega Man community to tell each other about it. They had no confidence. Mega Man 9 and 10. Like, they had no confidence in them.
I feel like there was at least a tiny bit of online campaigning, but it wasn't
I mean,
much.
there was like, you would see an ad embedded in a site.
Right, it wasn't like, I feel like Mega Man 8 is the last time I saw TV commercials.
Right. And that's how they were about Mega Man the entire PS3 gen, because they fucked up so hard on the PS2.
Prince Silverman says, Dan, you have pork cutlets from Drops.
Oh.
Thank you.
See, when I saw the pork cutlet from a drop, I wasn't sure if it was like pork cutlet, the fully made meal.
Huh. Matthew Kelly says, by the way, is Bloodstained Ritual tonight
Now I have an extra pork cutlet.
Is Bloodstained Ritual tonight is E10 plus for ages 10 like Bloodstained Curse of the Moon up, or is it rated T for teen? It is bloodier. They don't have a rating yet because the game isn't out yet.
Yeah, I assume it would be a T. Probably not an M.
Yeah, it's
probably not.
It's possible with the amount of blood that they have, but
I mean, it could end up an M, but yeah. I'm gonna say probably not.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, they could have gotten a talented team like Skullgirls. You know, Skullgirls has decent amount of budget in it, I think. I don't know, Bob. What's your opinion on all of this? Because you've just been reading the chat. And...
Yeah, I don't like 9 or 10 much at all. I really don't care for those games. And like Dan's saying, that there is a clear lack of money or effort put into them. I mean, they made new art for the Game Boy Advance games, guys. They made higher quality art for those.
Right.
And it's like, and you can do a mid-level between like what you can do something at least as the Super Nintendo level of quality graphics and have new art.
Right. I mean, having solid gameplay feel doesn't prohibit you from having high fidelity graphics.
Yeah, and
because like once again, the DS in Game Boy Advance Castlevania games have great gameplay feel. And those have higher fidelity art than Mega Man 9 and 10.
Right.
The problem is that those were...
they were the
definition of a cash-in game.
Yeah, cash-in, and it was geared at nostalgia.
Yeah, it's nostalgia wank.
Just like, we need to have it look exactly like the old one to try and get people back in.
Kind of like, well, this game is really appealing to Symphony of the Night fans because for whatever reason, people didn't play the portable ones and just kept insisting Symphony was the best.
Yeah.
And maybe that does boil down to... wow, oh, dude. I can dismantle... I didn't know that. I can dismantle shit and get shit out of that shit.
Firehawk says, see, the thing about Mega Man is that reviewers panned everything from about 5 onwards in mainline. Sales dropped sharply for the games, is for game to game is it got to be more of the same, quote unquote. Just generating a 9 at all was a huge gamble.
Order of Ecclesia is the last Castlevania game made by IGA, and it's one of the most ambitious. I'd prefer they go out on top like that. Sitting there and being like, they didn't know whether or not it would sell does not prohibit my statement from being true. In fact, if anything, it gives justification for the fact they didn't try. You know?
Yeah,
like they just didn't. Whether or not I'm justified in condemning them for it is an entirely different thing.
Nutwise has a question here.
Lemon Sugar Pido, got it. Yep.
Dan, do you think you would be easier on 9-10 if they had made it clear it was a spin-off of the side series? Just curious.
One, yes, because it's like Sonic Mania at that point, where, and honestly, Sonic Mania is a better Sonic 4 than Sonic 4 was.
Yeah.
Kind of like Sonic 4 would have gone down a hell of a lot better if it wasn't number Sonic 4.
Right, they should not have called it that.
No, it was a piece of shit. They should have called it Sonic Oops, because that should have shipped.
What are you looking to buy?
But yeah, I mean, if it just was a spin-off series, then it would justify it not being an objective improvement in most regards compared to 8. Like, it's not visually better than 8. It's not soundtrack-wise better than 8. You know, there's a lot of things about 8's ambition that isn't represented in 9 and 10.
Right. Firehawk says Capcom had less than $1 million in the bank, Dan. They've been on the edge of death for years. It doesn't matter.
Less than $1 million in the bank is absurd. Dude, you saw what they made that gen.
Yeah, no, they
made at least 5 AAA games. Dude. All of which they spent quite a lot on. Thanks, KG.
Yeah, yeah, but even if that were the case, even if that
you're still just,
it's like that doesn't matter. Like the point isn't that that's the best, like what they're capable of, like what they have the money for, and what's actually ambitious are two separate things.
Right? Yeah. No.
Like this game is an indie game that succeeded on Kickstarter, and it's still ambitious for what it's doing because
like a lot of things are affecting how she looks. There are a lot of systems in it. The scope of the castle is really huge. There are multiple modes. There's a lot of ambition here, and so far, based on the betas we've gotten, it's representing that. But either way, like, what you're saying isn't actually countering what I'm saying, Firehawk. Like, what you're saying mostly so far has been just more of explaining why they did what they did. And as I said, whether or not it's justifiable for me to condemn them for it is an entirely different conversation.
Space Fans pointing out that the stream isn't really Bloodstained anymore.
What are you talking about?
Silver says Bloodstained is more of a background.
I mean, sure, fine. If me and Firehawk have a good argument about Mega Man is how we trick you people into consuming Castlevania content, so be it!
No Voice says, I wonder how much Monster Hunter kept Capcom afloat during their dark times as the PS3 360 gen. Yeah, that's actually doing well for them in Japan when nothing else was. Nothing else they would.
Yeah. Because they fucked up really hard last gen, and almost all of it is fucking Inafune's fault.
Yeah, like his insistence on getting them to work with outside companies instead of building up a good base for them actually making games is insane.
I mean, there was that aspect. I mean, there are a lot of aspects. There's that. There's the way they handled sequels. Like fucking Lost Planet 2 being what it is.
Yeah, 2, and then
3.
Like, they had no idea any step of that way.
Like, Lost Planet 1 did well.
Right?
And then they just completely shit the bed the entire rest of that gen. It's really, really unfortunate. Milk.
I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna have to start writing down shopping lists.
Right?
Here's my grocery list for 2 screens from now. But yeah, no.
Wait, no, this is wrong. Prince Silverman says, to be fair, Dan, the DS Castlevania games sold very poorly. They never lost money
every
time.
Egan never once lost money. He, when he went and talked to, so I can buy beef. I just have to buy it from her. Okay. There seems to be nothing else I can get beef from.
It's expensive.
Well, you know how that Kobe beef is.
Right, it's like Wagyu beef or something.
It's Wagyu beef. It's W Wagyu. It's double Wagyu. But yeah, no, Iga never lost money, and like Order of Ecclesia, like the fucked up thing is Order of Ecclesia looks better than most indie games to date. Like Order of Ecclesia is fucking insanely good looking. Which, you know, sometime we gotta do, yes, I already forgot, Milk.
I kind of wish,
Milk.
like instead of having the portraits be the 3D models, they just straight up used some art. Like, I do not like the talking. That's the worst looking part of this game. If they just had nice looking art for these.
Probably right.
Like,
I mean, I don't mind how she looks there, honestly. I think it looks fine, but
it's okay.
But I do like art. So, you know, I would have.
Rotrice says, wait, KG is the reason so many Western Zevs got shot at their series? Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh
yeah, no, that's why they did, what?
Mr. Feel tweeted out some old interview about DMC.
I didn't watch it, but continue to describe it.
God. It was...
What'll it be?
It brought me right back to the moment that I was watching those things back when that was coming out. And I literally was going insane. I was like, I need to just get out of here and leave. Because it was...
Stop back up.
Like, the guy sat there and said, Devil May Cry 2 is fine.
Scrumptious.
What is wrong with these people? Anyway, Dasha says Order of Ecclesia was probably my favorite.
I mean, Order of Ecclesia has a lot to like about it. There's a lot of ambition with that game, and I know I'm using that word a lot right now. But Portrait of Ruin and the way it compartmentalized areas and the way it recycled areas later on.
Yes.
Kind of take a little bit of the wind out of its sails, but it is still an amazing game. Order of Ecclesia has absolutely gorgeous art. It has a lot of first-time enemies, and it's all insanely well animated. The music is... The soundtrack's enormous.
Yeah.
Because of how many different areas there are. And the length of the game is also huge for one of those. Like, Ecclesia is a fucking contender, son.
It is really good. I never liked the switching between the two weapon thing. Like, I felt like that just...
The hitting the XY, XY, XY.
Yeah, like, it just overcomplicated it. It was like, you really don't need to... What's up?
Bob has no rhythm. I just figured I would bring that up. Might be a relevant fact.
It was easy to do. Like, I didn't have trouble doing it. It was just like... It was a needless amount of button pressing. Like, you achieve the same amount of damage value as you would if you just had the weapons be stronger like they were in previous games, and then do things like we're doing in all of them where you land, double hit, and that sort of stuff.
But the point of it is for you to stay on top of that rhythm and keep going that fast with the two different buttons. Like, that is the idea there.
Oh yeah, I
like,
get that that's the idea. It's just not fun.
I enjoyed it.
All right.
Right, that's the thing. Like, you're being, like... It is a different thing, and honestly, it is just as valid as Harmony of Dissonance dash button. Like, they're just very weird things to take it in, and I always appreciate how different those experiences are. So it's always hard for me to be like, Order of Ecclesia's attack system is just plain bad. It's more of, it's weird. And I'm okay with it for that one game, because when you use Magnesis on your R button to hold you near a boss and you're mashing those two at the same time, like, that's a very interesting and different way to fight a boss in a Castlevania.
Yeah, like, I think the Magnesis is one of the most interesting mechanics they added in that one.
Yeah, it definitely allowed for a lot of interesting platforming and design.
Firehawk says Order of Ecclesia killed Castlevania along with Judgment. But they didn't, though.
I mean, they really didn't. Lords of Shadow happened.
Yeah, Lords of Shadow is literally the reason all of this happened.
I mean, literally, Iga's platform game got canceled to make Lords of Shadow, so you couldn't be more wrong here.
Yeah.
And once again, none of the Igavanias lost money. They all profited. So, I don't know what to say. Also, the weird thing is...
Bye, Danny Richardson.
You saw a very direct decline in marketing, like the amount they threw into marketing as you got further away from the launch of these, like of the Game Boy Advance and the DS.
Yeah.
And you saw the same decline in sales. So the weird thing is, if they had just tried harder on marketing Aria of Sorrow, it may have sold better. Like, Aria of Sorrow sold significantly worse than Dawn of Sorrow, simply because Dawn of Sorrow was a first-year DS game.
Right.
And they put a lot of marketing into it. Like, they got Nintendo on their side to back it up. I wonder what the sales of Mirror of Fate look like. Speaking of which, yeah, you really can't blame Order of Ecclesia for the death of portable Castlevanias because they really just handed those to Mercury Steam as well. Like, they just went full AAA Mercury Steam on this. That has nothing to do with Order of Ecclesia.
Yeah, it's sad.
They just, you know, thought the Western developed thing would work out just like Capcom did for a lot of their things, and we saw that one.
Jamie Moss says, I played Devil May Cry 2 first and I loved it. I was in 5th grade and I didn't know better. Now I know it sucks.
I mean, that's a pretty good reason.
But I can't hate it since it's introduced me to my favorite series. Okay.
See, there you go.
Toad says Pachinko killed Castlevania. Prince Silverman says Konami's decision to focus more on Pachinko killed Castlevania. The 2 of them right in a row.
I just sold these AP rounds.
Or Prince Silverman says, or Ecclesia didn't sell very well, but they did at least make their money back. Firerock says Konami handed off Castlevania because Ecclesia didn't sell well enough. They pushed Iga off to Siberia to in particular over Judgment, but Iga never got another game at Konami, not even a Contra or something else. He did get to work on Atoma Deus.
Yeah, he made games at Konami past that. It's just he didn't make Castlevania past that because they were taking it in a different direction.
Right, they didn't want to have this clashing series thing, which is because the first Lords of Shadow sold really well. From what I understand, the rest didn't at all.
That's the thing, though. The first Lords of Shadow sold really well because people thought Kojima was involved more than he was.
Yeah,
and it
like
gave them...
they super oversold that.
Yeah.
Is this right? Then we have a deal.
But yeah, I mean, they even put out a trailer for that or Igarashi. Like, they put out a teaser for the Igarashi.
Yeah, they were already working on it.
Yeah, and then just straight up canceled because the other Lords of Shadow did well.
I mean, the thing is, that Castlevania and what it goes for, weirdly enough, came out of favor with traditional mainstream game reviewers of the time.
Yeah.
Like, which
Whereas
is annoying
God
as hell.
of War knockoff
is exactly what they wanted.
That's insanely stupid, but they think is amazing.
You know, I can tell Mr. Feel's not watching anymore because he's not shrieking over this whole conversation.
Yeah, no, I'd like to see Mr. Feel's take on all this. And he'd probably like to see my misery over the things he's retweeted.
Oh, he would definitely. But yeah, Lords of Shadow being a knockoff of Shadow of the Colossus and God of War, you know.
Yeah, just being blatant. Ugh.
Yeah, I know. That's what's annoying with Lords of Shadow, that it is just a B-grade knockoff of so many other popular things.
Great.
There we go.
Dash the Destroyer says, I would rather play 9 10 than 8 and 7. And again,
I mean,
that's not...
I think 7's weighing it down, but that's as we've been saying this whole time, that's really not what we're trying to talk about here with this. I'm saying that I was in the 3rd grade, I believe, unless I'm doing the math wrong or misremembering, the last time they put a lot of budget into a Mega Man game. And if that's the way you people need me to phrase it for me to say, like, instead of using the word ambition, there. After eating that beef shit, I am now so swole.
Jesus.
Critting for 58. Then so be it. Mega Man 8 was the last high-budget Mega Man game in the mainline series. And that's just a fact.
Yeah, there's...
Shaq. I mean, whether or not you like 9 and 10, once again, I came back, played them again for Mega Man, and I actually really enjoyed 10. You guys didn't get to experience any of that, because recording the Dan cam, there was no, like, audio.
Right.
And somebody later was like, well, we ever get the audio for the Dan cam? And I was like, damn, I really should have.
There wasn't audio?
Yeah, no, I didn't record any audio. I should have, evidently. Because, yeah, no, I enjoyed 10. That's why I was able to blow through it so fast, because I actually did play that a decent bit back in the day. 9 just has this really gross air about it when it, you know, has Mega Man 10 menus and Mega Man 2 menus and Mega Man 2 music, and it's like, shit, man, if I wanted that, I would play 2. Like, you know, I'd like 3 a lot less if it was cribbing a lot of shit from 2 as well. But 3 in its glitchy and broken and sort of not done way even still managed to reinvent items into being Rush. Also, there's a whole thing with Mega Man 9 and 10 where it's just like, you know, the series really peaked with 2, so we're taking out Slide.
Yeah.
But then they wanted to have their cake and eat it too, so they left in Rush.
Notewise says, I just downloaded the new Crash Insane PS4 patch.
Yeah, there's a new level they're selling.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
I was wondering what, because did they fix some of those weird platforming things?
No.
No.
That's just what the thing does now.
Erica wants to know if you finished the quest and got the glasses. No, Dan actually bought the glasses before the quest.
Did I buy them?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Spaceman says, I enjoyed Bob and Eric in Aggro experiencing 10.
Yeah. I hope so. I enjoyed it.
Having the pass off to...
No, do it. Lean into it.
like-
Be honest. Be yourself.
It was so rough being like, I finally figured out how to do this stuff right, and then I have to pass off to Eric, and he's gonna literally waste every item I bought.
And then he did.
Yeah. Yeah. It was frustrating. It was really frustrating dealing with that. Because Aggro got it. He figured out, oh, I'm really bad at this. I'm not going
I should get out. I
should just let it play.
Are you saying you and Eric should have a race at Mega Man 10?
Sure.
I'm more interested in seeing that than the Mega Man X4, Bob and Dan race.
Yeah, because that's obviously going to win that.
Bob's gonna have to do the speed bike segment, and he's gonna kill himself instead of beating it.
Prince Ulmer says Slide has become so crucial to Mega Man design. Yeah, it really has.
I think it's an important part of combat design in the series, but they clearly disagree. Hey Bob, we got some chunks floating in here.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Timmy Drew says, my favorite part of Dan Cam was that he jumped over Rush into a pit and we weren't supposed to notice.
Yeah, no, I died a little on the inside when that happened. You couldn't hear it, but I yelled input latency at God.
Notewise says, free level via the patch, plus Stormy Ascent being added for free as well, if I remember correctly. That's cool. For a Crash.
Dude, I got a whole new weapon.
Wait, what?
Some sword made by Vikings.
Oh yeah, I made that with alchemy on my game file.
Alchemy?
Alchemy. What is this?
Alchemy?
Whip! What is whip?
Man, you people are gonna feel it like the drop in a dubstep song when this channel abruptly becomes a Castlevania one. No, I worry more about the Sonic, because Sonic Studio and Sonic Month,
I feel like people get behind. Well, maybe we'll just get a new set of people for making Sonic levels. I don't know how that's going to work, but I feel like a lot of these people seem interested in making Sonic levels.
Really, we're gonna hit up so many series. Dude, I got steel! That dude had steel, thank God! I can finally, I think there's one more thing I need. No, I need a really nice metal to...
Spacefest says, good thing someone pointed out that Rush missed in the comments.
Yeah,
I wonder who that would be.
It could be anyone. Could even be Spaceman. What's up?
No, nothing. Man, we've been talking about lots of random things because it's all been just grinding.
Yeah, and that's I'm sorry, everyone. I enjoy talking to people.
Right. I hope that nobody feels offended by anything that's been said.
Firehawk definitely has a staunch disapproval of the things I've said. I feel like the background's darker than it was before. Am I wrong, Bob? Was this background not darker? I feel like it was before? Also this.
Oh, whoa, that's not working right.
No.
I think you might be right. It might not have been as dark. Like, it might be missing an element farther back. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like as you approach the door, it normally... And that also looked brighter, maybe? I feel like as I play this demo, it may be dying.
It could be.
Because, it may be Donkey Kong 64 tier coding. Dude, I just got a flan from a random bird.
Weird.
Could have saved me some preparation, sorry.
Prince Silverman says, charge shot, I can take it or leave it. If you design enemies around the idea. A lot of enemies in Fortress 6 are like, charge shot me.
Yeah, I do understand where people are coming from with that, which is why you never hear me nowadays complain. Like, in a post-Mega May world, you generally don't hear me complain about the lack of a charge shot in 9 and 10. It really is just Slide and the audacity of saying 2's the peak of the series upsets. Wait a second. Oh, it isn't open. I just didn't see the... Damn it.
Firecuck says...
Firecuck? Wow, Bob, that's pretty toxic.
Oh man, it's 1 a.m. I have 2 doctor appointments in the morning. Dan, I respect your opinion even if I don't agree with you. Okay. However, I'm going to remind you that you have a document for me that I'd like you to glance over when you're done.
Yes. No, it's all good. I looked at it. You can delete it from the interwebs.
Richard says, I'm Bone Man, try to shot me. Yes.
I mean, that's the cool thing, though.
Right.
Bone Man's designed for that.
Right. Yeah, I think it's really nice to have enemies designed around that, and I think that...
I think the problem most people have is when you get to the, like, oh, hey, I can make more straight arrows. Oh, hey.
Will you go with this, or will you go with that?
Yeah.
I'll go with this.
Johanna says nothing. He is shocked that I needed 7.
You could probably save it and then reload the save, and he'll probably talk to you again. And that's what happened.
He did earlier. He was talking to me earlier.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Yeah, just not all the time. Okay. You know, he has his moments.
Sometimes he just can't deal with you anymore.
Man. If Johannes is literally canonically a high-level functioning autist, that would be really great, honestly. And I'm not saying that as like, autism's funny. I think it would be really, but he's clearly not. He's having too smooth of conversations.
Yeah, no, he's a normal,
he's a functional, person. Normal, like, what's the psychonormative? Whatever, that.
Oh wait, the stuff from the other room fell into here too?
Yeah, because they're actually connected.
Yeah.
Like, it's all one model.
Right.
I know because that cutscene earlier. Here, it's actually hot in here because the fan hasn't been on this whole time and I've been wearing headphones. The cutscene earlier with Alfred.
Uh-huh.
That actually does show the next area.
Huh.
You can see it behind him. That's a pretty cool Pop-Tart you got there, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
This Gigaboo stream is brought to you by Pop-Tarts. You know, I'm just glad that we're getting more people for this stream than we did for the Mighty No. 9 stream.
That's good.
That people are ready to care about things. Dude. A cursed sword that has been known to turn enemies to stone, and all I need is obsidian, but I don't know.
Right, if that's even in this. May I look it up?
If obsidian's in this, I get to make the Graham sword.
It's pretty good.
God.
Eric Cal says neurotypical.
Neurotypical, thank you. I mean, those are just 2 different swap words for the things I said. But yes, neurotypical is generally the typical phrasing.
Jimmy Moss says the dude looks like he's trying to do a belly dance.
You're not wrong. I'm seeing it now. You're doing a very good job, Johannes.
Notewise says, I just finished my strawberry Pop-Tart a little bit ago. Bob, do you like your Pop-Tarts toasted or cool? I actually am okay with some both ways for a lot of the different ones, but I like
do you mean cool as in like just lukewarm, like cold.
Yeah, he didn't say frozen because that's. I feel like
we'll talk about that as a third thing, but let's talk about cool and hot.
Yeah, some of them I really like hot. Like s'mores is the best. Actually, hot.
Do you dunk it?
I like to dunk it, but I kind of stopped because I don't drink milk anymore, and fake milk doesn't absorb into stuff as well. So I just give up on
some of it, yeah, especially cashew milk.
Yeah, if I buy coconut milk, I'll dunk it in that. But that's what I have to have.
Yeah, I guess you weren't there. It was on a trip my brother and I took to a family dinner, but the ludicrousness that was, my brother felt ill every morning going to school and stuff for years and years, and then finally realized he was lactose intolerant.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Because our parents just kept giving us this milk.
They're like corporations tell us you fucking need this or you'll die.
Right.
Man, that next level is a hell of a hump. It's almost 25% of all the experience I've gotten to date.
Wow.
That's a lot. I've killed 828 things. That's neat. I wonder how many of them were with arrows.
Yeah. Dash says, I bought my number 9 today. Why'd you do that?
It's only $5. Would you buy Mighty No. 9 for $5?
No.
Let's do a poll. How many of you people would buy Mighty No. 9 for $5? Either say yes or no in the chat to let us know.
And Dacho says, I have a curiosity to satisfy and made the $6 seem worth it.
Yeah, because I don't play it enough for people. They just aren't sure what the game is. They need to buy it themselves.
And he says he's probably bought worse games for the same price. It's possible.
I guess I could make a Nodachi.
Prince Silverman says, "Oh, look, it's a petrification sword that sucks in every single Igavania game."
I mean, you're not wrong. But hey, check out this Surumaru. Did you get the Surumaru?
No. Oh, wait, yeah, I did. It's pretty cool.
I need squares. I need that square space. Yeah, a lot of these peak with that obsidian.
Notewise says cool isn't just plain, not toasted. Haha. So.
Okay, so let's talk about cold. Do you do cold?
Frozen. Do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean, cold. Like,
okay, well,
because cool is less degree than cold.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, we want to make it extra clear. Because I didn't even know they're showing your Pop-Tarts in the freezer for this thing until they like did a commercial about it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't either. But you don't do that?
I used to try it out. I don't really care for it that much. Like, I feel like there's probably some flavor that's going to be good like that, but I haven't found it. It's a neat idea, though.
So, guys, check this out. I've spent more time with this beta build of this game than I did with the Wii U version of Mighty Number 9, period.
Spaceman says yes, but just to mail to you again. For $6. Yeah.
Look, it's a digital copy for $5, and you guys can't gift me stuff I already have on Steam, thank God.
What was, man, that is really distracting, the way the audio moves from one ear to the
and
other.
yeah, it's done that for every game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, every portable game.
God, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
It was something about... Oh, well.
Something about Pop-Tarts?
Probably.
Cold Pop-Tarts?
I don't even know anymore. I really don't.
Okay.
Let's see. Chimmy Drew says she wouldn't buy it for $6. I just don't even look. I don't even want to look at it.
What'll it be?
What about $5 though?
Bad in a fun way, I mean. Okay. Notewise says I bought Skylander Imaginary starter pack for $5. Now all I need is those Crash and Cortex figures, but no way would I pay a cent for my number 9. I've always wanted to try Skylanders, but it's always been one, it takes up way too much space, and two, way too expensive. But now that it's all in clearance places, it's a good time to try it.
What'll it be?
Dash Nacho says, it's because of you, Dan. My $6 is going up in flames. It's all your fault.
No.
That my buddy and I will probably make it a drinking game tonight.
Yeah.
Or a drinking game night. Prince Silverman wants to know if you can cancel the normal attack of the katana weapon with the quarter circle forward attack move.
Dude, check out this scarf.
Oh yeah, I wanted that thing, but I didn't get stuff for it.
He was saying something unique for once. Oh, I equipped it.
So we got bat wings now?
Yeah, apparently. Let me...
Oh, okay. You can kind of see it. It's like 2 streamers.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
cute.
Good. Hi, unit number 2.
So interrupting that with that.
Okay, cool.
Kinda.
That is really good. Wait.
Shoryuken movement is a different thing? No, it's just a second. Oh, man, that's awesome. Hi, unit number 2.
Unit number 2 says the Giga chairs are back at it again. Put the chairs, and then Notewise says, "Ooh, I like chairs." Oh, okay. I guess
the chairs are back in town. Yeah, get out of the way. We gotta let them host this.
It's gonna tear it around for a bit.
You know, I've been thinking.
I guess I need to get lower. So
They
what's
need
that, dude?
They need a third color for a Devil May Cry character that's purple.
I mean, that's Nero. Nero's purple.
Is Nero purple?
Yeah,
I thought he was light blue like you, Virgil.
No. He's definitely got a purple tint, at least in 4. I don't know about 5.
I was gonna say, because his arm glows light blue.
Oh yeah, because
his Devil Bringer.
Because that the arm is
Bang
clearly...
bang, push my Devil Bringer.
The arm is just clearly me. I don't know what you got from that game, but I am that arm. That's why I'm.
Was that implied in the story?
Yeah, that's totally. That was what they were going for.
That's pretty dumb.
I mean, he quoted me. That's how you know he's me.
Oh, okay. That's how that works.
Yeah.
You quote Mr. Feel all the time. Are you Mr. Feel? is Mr. Feel your horny on main account? Because if he's not that, I don't know what he's doing. Here, can you take this for a second?
Sure. Yeah.
I need to kill dogs.
Kill dogs?
Yes.
Okay, I can kill dogs.
I need leather armor.
There we go. Let's go kill dogs. Where is the closest dog? Oh wow, even slide kick just kill those things now. What's this? Oh, monster bird tier. Something tells me that translation is not done either. I feel like there was some dog in town. Maybe in the other side of town. If you get the belt that enhances your backdash, you can do that a little bit better, a little bit smoother. I mean, just getting the timing down helps it a lot. I'm honestly not sure if it's faster than this regular walking, though. At least I feel like I'm doing something different. No, that's a rat out here. It's not a dog. Oh well. Back this way. Alright, let's see.
So that gif of this party's getting crazy.
Uh-huh, with the
entire cast just being like, dance, dance, dance.
Yes.
It's killing me.
Oh yeah.
It's too good.
It is.
Well, good job, Bob. You got 3 more viewers since I left. I feel like you and the purple chair really have a knack for running this thing.
Yeah. You
know what was a terrible game?
What's that?
Knack.
Probably. I didn't play it, but you seem upset with it.
You guys lying on the floor wiggling the chairs. I need to kill dogs. Whoa, is Mike Huckabee's son here? Notewise says, I step away for 2 minutes and Bob has killed Dan and taken over the stream. Yes, Bob now has that power. Bob, I know you're worried about the balance.
Yes.
But you can't tell me what you're doing right now isn't amazing.
It is hilarious, if nothing else.
Besides, I've spent 3 hours in the opening area to get to this point. Yeah, I am sad the shards can't follow you in between screens.
I got demon dog skin.
That's actually what I needed. Okay. I may have needed more than one. I don't think so, but no reason to not just kill a shitload of dogs. I'm really worried that people disliking how this game looks is gonna ruin it for them.
Yeah.
Even though they don't let that ruin Dark Souls for them.
Well, that looked great.
No, it didn't. It never has. Ever. Wow, a fang.
Right? Yeah, that's I had to kill a ton of dogs for those. Whoa.
Dude!
That is really cool.
That's awesome. You know, you're gonna have to just, like, upgrade the summoning dogs thing. Oh, you're out of MP now.
Oh, okay, take the MPs to do
Yes,
it.
that's the balance. Okay, here we go. Dodge Nacho says, I watched someone play Knack before, along with Knack 2. Looked like a fairly mediocre game. I haven't played Knack 2, but they improved it a lot over Knack 1, just judging by the trailers, because mechanically they added a lot.
Yeah, I played the demo, and even that was like, wow.
Even that, yeah, was more thought through than fucking Knack. Toad's talking at unit number 2 and says, these Giga Boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these Giga Boots are gonna walk all over you. Notewise says, Knack. I think Sony only greenlit Knack 1 and 2 to make sure Mark Cerny helps make the PS5. Yeah, it's kind of weird sitting there and being like, Mark Cerny made a game to see the sort of performance balance you should have in these consoles. And it's like, but wait, the PS4 has a notoriously bad CPU-GPU balance.
Yeah.
Really, that's not in their control anyway. It's just the point we were at in technology, which is another reason why they dragged their feet so hardcore in starting this last gen, you know? Like, because they were changing from consoles with fairly decent, ambitious GPUs. And CPUs for sure, like hella ambitious CPUs, to these fully integrated APU systems that they would be able to license from AMD. And the point at which they would be able to do that and do it in a way that performance would be substantial. Wow. You crit for 103.
Right.
You're so fucking ripped since you ate that beef. You know, that point came a lot later than it would have on a traditional, you know, hyper custom hardware sort of cycle. And now we go to the chat. Let's see. Knack 3 PS5 launch title. Unit number 2 says, at Toad, who was talking about the Giga Boots walking all over him. He says, I feel more threatened by the Giga Chairs. Prince Silvermane says, and then Knack kills the PS4's frame rate despite being calling it one of the most powerful systems. Yeah, I know there were moments where the frame rate suffered. So Bob.
What's up? Is that enough dogs? Have we killed enough dogs?
You know, you get to decide. That's the great thing about a Castlevania. And you know, this is sick. This is probably a fourth of the game, a fifth of the game, right? Like this area. Maybe less, even.
Yeah, no, I'm like, this is like,
I don't know, the boats.
Maybe 10%. That's what I would guess.
No, I'm not gonna guess 10%.
I feel like this is an insanely small part.
We'll bring up the map.
Wait, wrong one.
Zoom all the way out. Wiggle left and right. Oh, weird.
Yeah, so
oh, dude! What? Fucking killer app!
Yeah, this
in
is
case
just the entrance.
In case you guys haven't seen it, him RBing is him sticking through different phases. And this isn't even including the boat, is it? No, it is including the boat. The boat's entrance.
Yeah,
maybe it's only saying the name of the area you're in. Because that third area definitely had a different name. I remember it popping up.
It did.
So yeah, these are the distinctly...
It could have distinct section names and then names for each part of that section.
No, that's a cluster. Because it's literally labeling the boat, the village, and where you're at as entrance. And it's 3 different dots.
See, okay, yeah, area entrance.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's just saying the area you're in right now.
Yeah.
In fact, if you walk a few rooms to the right, it'll give you a different name.
Right.
But that's awesome.
But yeah.
Wait, hit the Y button, or hit triangle.
Movement
Oh,
log?
it's not working yet, I guess. That's unfortunate. Hit square.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
So it's just I've been moving this in and out of this one hallway.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
But
it's really great.
Yeah, I could see this being an incredibly small part of it. I mean, heck, we didn't even get the whole area for the last part we got to.
I'm just saying, just in this tiny part of this game, I feel like I am immensely happy. Like, they don't have to do much to this before I'm just pleased with what I'm getting here. Like, obviously there are glitches. Obviously there are things they need to improve / fix.
Right.
But this is already still one of the most, like, promising titles in years. Just because, like, Igavanias are really fucking top-notch. Also, the music's really good. I don't know why the village has no music, though. And that really...
that one guy was supposed to make it, and then he's like, no, don't make me anything.
Yeah, they kicked the indie composer off. They're like, get the fuck out. Notewise says, I hope we see Horizon 2 as a PS5 launch title. We might see launch window, you know, within the first 6 months after launch. I don't think they'll want to ship. Well, then again, it is single player only, so at least precludes the the complexity of launching a network-based game near launch.
Right.
It precludes that by not incorporating online, but I still think they would want to be not exactly launch with such a complex game.
Okay, let's go see if we have enough dog stuff.
Yeah, we have enough dog everything. Dog meat, dog fangs, dog fur, dog shit. Toad says not a whole lot of verticality to this. Yeah, we're clearly not unlocking the other areas that go up.
Yeah,
because we are hitting doors. We are seeing areas where you can double jump.
Wonder if what? Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, un, deux, trois.
Yeah, that one.
Trois. There is a way to twirl the gun after you shoot, and I don't know if that's just not pushing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's great.
It's good.
Yeah, try whip. Nope. Okay.
That's sad.
Yeah, a little bit. Who knows? Maybe the higher end whips will do something.
Maybe. This is like level 1 whip.
Yeah. Chiba Jiru says, hey, there's a Mega Man block at some Summer Games Done Quick tomorrow. Awesome. Also, man, Summer Games Done Quick lasts a really long time.
Yeah.
And that's cool, because I do like speedrun stuff. I just normally don't watch their stuff live. Because, you know, I never seem to catch it at the exact game I want to see. It's always coming up or just ended. So I watch it later. Let's see. Notewise has a good question, but I'm going to go ahead and read some other stuff before I get to that. Toad says, at unit number 2, let's be real, the chairs have released spores that now control the Giga Boys. The chairs call the shots now. Prince Silvermane says, I feel like the katana's strength is using MP for the quarter circle forward attack. Yeah, no, that's an awesome attack. Unit number 2 says, this game looks pretty good. How does it feel? It feels incredible. It feels really spot on. Honestly, I would argue it feels tighter than Symphony.
Yeah, because Symphony is one of the looser ones of those.
Yes, and
people don't like talking about, I guess.
Like Arya and Dawn.
You got a problem? Take it up with my lawyer.
They found the bird corpse with 7 arrows shoved up its rectum.
Miriam don't leave no mysteries.
Yeah, apparently. I think it feels really, really tight.
Hey, do you have a...
Got any targets for...
She said with her zany glasses. Yeah, I did forget to turn that in.
Good work. Here's your reward.
So now I have another pair of glasses. Yay. So what are you gonna make with all this dog meat?
Here, just let me.
Okay.
What'll it be?
Notewise says, so Dan, what do you want from the PS5 and Xbox specs wise? The Xbox sounds like they know exactly what I want and they're working on it. The PS5, I'm really worried, like legit ass terrified of what those dipshits are gonna do. Because, you know, they should know they can't make a box without backwards compatibility. They should know that.
They should.
They really should.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do either.
Not have to worry, Bert.
I'll go with this.
Boom. Here we go.
Ooh, I like it.
Dude, that is amazing.
But yeah, they
Come back anytime.
need to realize people aren't going to do this again. This little dance of buy these HD remasters of last gen again.
But yeah, Xbox is already talking about how they realize frame rate isn't where it needs to be, that the CPU's really out of whack with the GPU. They realize a lot of this stuff, and it's refreshing to hear a company just be upfront about that. And a lot of the tech, you know, Microsoft has talked about that they used to make the Xbox One X will really help them make a really balanced. Okay, yeah, see, I have the thick glasses. You buy those.
Okay.
The eyeglasses are what you get from the Quest.
Oh man, those are lucky. Look out.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, get those on.
I don't know that there's any drops that I need.
You need every damn. That's all that's left.
I think
in this
I
game.
have every drop,
You need
Bob.
to drop. You need to go back to the first area. You can go find something you didn't kill. I don't know what it was.
I killed everything in the first area, Bob.
Drew says thick glasses.
Yes. Just how I like it.
Also, I guess these are the games probably that are doing that games on quick thing.
Yeah.
Rockman No Constancy, Mega Man 7, Mega Man 8. RNC is a hard Mega Man 2 hack. That was also says extra thick.
You know what, Bob?
What's up?
I do need some HP rounds. So
Those dropped from those arrow guys, I think, right?
Yeah. Probably. And then I also need steel, and I can't remember what drops steel.
So we need even more arrows. Oh man, did anything drop steel? Was that Lion
Something
Man?
did. I think it was Lion Man. I think that's the case. And we're almost at level 9.
Prince Silverman wants us to know if it said attack speed on the sword mastery thing.
Oh, did it? Because
I assume for the upgrade menu.
Did it really?
Are you eating properly? So, what'll it be?
No, it says increases the damage.
Ah.
And then
Oh.
and there it says attack speed.
Okay.
Not really. Because in the lower right, it lists the attack.
Right, and like I was saying, there's a 2 level ways of upgrading it, of collecting more of the soul and collecting or ranking it up like this. So I guess
I already collected multiple of the soul.
right, but like we were saying, this thing is broken. Like
Right,
clearly
that's what I'm saying. Like I think they're having a translation problem here. Because that says attack speed in the first category and the second, and then that just says attack.
Yeah, the rank is going to do that. That's what I think. And the grades should be upgrading the actual attack damage. But it's not working.
I don't think so. I think it's one or the other, and they wrote different things in different spots. I think what it may be. Check this out. Maybe it is increasing the attack speed. They don't have a proper stat for that.
Maybe.
Because they don't. That's not a stat on weapons. Like there's no like how fast does it hit. So let's use a single-handed sword.
Okay.
Like that. Okay. No, that's identical.
So we need to go get whatever he needs to make that into a better sword mastery thing and see what that does to your attack speed. If anything.
The first rank was also listed as that.
What are we transmuting this
Under that category.
Right.
So if it was doing it on rank 1, increasing the attack speed, then we would have already noticed it.
I guess.
Yeah. Because it's saying what each rank does. Yeah, it just doesn't work.
This thing is broken.
Yeah. Or not done. Oh man, we can use the stinger. It's modeled after a bee stinger. It's tipped with poison. Yeah, nothing in this drops poison though is the problem.
Right.
Oh hey, I can get an epee. Which is a better rapier, so why not? I still want to see a mace. I haven't really used that. In fact, I don't have one. So I need to go get square. I need some square space.
Prince Silverman says I wouldn't doubt it was broken.
Yeah. Yeah, no, super not done. I mean, they delayed it for a week just so it wouldn't crash.
Right. But this game's totally gonna make it out this year, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. Dash the Destroyer says, I'm playing Mega Man 02 as I'm watching the stream.
Oh, cool. Cool. I still haven't played that. Because I knew how tied together these games were. I was like, man, I don't want to deal with that. I haven't played the first one.
Capcom did such a bad job.
I think it's really suicidal to make an obscure spin-off, right? Mm-hmm. And then have each and every one of them tied directly into the story of the last one 3 or 4 in a row.
Right, and those games were released pretty quick. Like, they weren't Mega Man... Well, they probably were like Mega Man X7 or X5 and X6 territory.
They were within a year.
It's like, ugh.
Which one might say is bad.
Yeah, like I don't think that it was sustainable at all back then, or ever.
this time?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of if that has ever worked. like releasing a game year back to back that ties into the last one plot-wise. Can anyone in the chat think of anything like that? Oh man, I could be a witch. Nice.
What do you need to be witch hat?
Ruby, which is definitely not in this. It's funny because you know people are gonna hack this to make it possible. Oh my god, that hat makes me look like a puppy. I need that demon cloth.
I believe the archer dropped that.
So
Yeah.
what I'm hearing is I really need to go kill a bunch of archers.
Yes. Man,
What's up?
um,
Oh my god, how did I not notice a flame whip?
yeah, no, I don't know. You just need a bunch of flame rounds.
Which I can buy with money.
Yeah, you can.
It's a lot of money, but I can sell some stuff.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm getting the mace at this point.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
No, why it says Mega Man Zero 2? They made a sequel to a prequel?
Oh, and the last thing is, of course, Obsidians, which I do not have.
Right.
Because it does not exist.
Yeah, I have to wonder how much people will be able to find in this demo. Like,
I'm
how much
sure-
area
I'm
is
sure
actually
a lot.
in here.
In fact, I'm kind of worried.
Right? It's like, it's a whole game just sitting here. Like, it's a gigantic chunk of the castle.
And it's just broken as shit.
Right.
And people are going to leak it on the unofficial forum immediately, and I'm going to have to make a really complicated decision of whether or not to look at it. Steel actually may have been the Dullahammer.
I don't think so. But maybe. Prince Lorraine says you can kind of start with 3. Question mark. I mean, I love the idea of the story behind the Zero games because they do more interesting things, but the plot just and just don't reuse things.
I mean, I think the ZX games are kind of an admission that the Zero games couldn't keep going the way they were.
Yeah. Dutch Nacho is saying one of the game or indie games he played a long time ago showed up on Steam. It was called Dogo Rocks. Wonder why it sounded familiar.
Temple of Dogo Rocks. We did it for one of Diho. I was like, I know that name.
Dutch Nacho said, I also really liked Mega Man 0, 1 through 3 back in the day. Never got to 4.
Is there 4? Is that a thing? Am I misremembering? I just know they made a lot. And I think 3 may be the last one, but
Oh no, there's a 4.
There is?
I believe it's DS, maybe? It was, I don't know.
Possibly?
I don't know. Number 2 says Rockman Forte followed by Rockman Forte on WonderSwan within a year. The latter ended up being the better of the two. Yeah, for sure.
The weird thing is, are those two canonical to each other? We don't even know, really.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Base exists because of 7. I meant to get that cute dog hat. But oh well, I'll just...
Okay,
I'll get...
Prince Silverman says all 0 games were on GBA.
Yeah, okay.
And there are 4.
Yeah. Because the idea that they would,
Yeah, do one more on the DS after...
Right, after ZX.
Yeah.
Because ZX was
Before
in the first year.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And I mean, ZX as a whole is a sort of admission that, like, we can't keep making this continuous. Like, we have to do a soft reboot or a spin-off at some point so people have an on-ramp. I just want to believe if I work hard enough and get all the shit, these doors will open and I'll get more demo than everyone else. That ain't happening.
No. It is weird that there's not been a message, like, on the door or anything.
Yeah.
Nah, the door.
Like it should go, hee hee, like you. Oh, hey, gained a level.
Dash Destroyer was his spoilers, or sorry, Dash the Destroyer was his spoilers. Should I read the Zero spoilers? There.
Sure. Yeah, I've already watched videos of all of it.
Mega Man 04 is the last of the Zero series, and it's where Zero dies finally.
Yes.
Timber Drew says I should go to bed. Probably. I am very tired. It is getting late.
Yeah. What time is it here?
It is 3:51. Good lord.
I work in 7 hours.
Oh.
It's okay, I'll totally have time to sleep before the live stream, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Crystal Ray says the DS Collection is a pretty good way to play because it lets you map all the controls on the face buttons.
Ooh.
Unit number 2 says, yes, Zero Series has 4 games on the GBA. If Mega Man Base is like Rock Band 8.5, the Wondrous One game is a Rock Band 8.5.9.
These patch notes get ridiculous at
Right?
this point. So it's rank 7, grade 6.
Note-wise appreciate the particle effect when you killed that big guy.
Thank you! Yeah, the thought that someone wouldn't like that makes me sad.
Unit number 2 says Zero dies in Mega Man X. He does, but
It's true.
Nuss never sticks. Zero's never gonna die.
That guy ain't even fucking Zero anyhow. What the fuck were we talking about where you were writing a game developer?
What was that? It was...
Was it you writing to Iga?
Yeah, I think it was like, when did you delay the demo or something?
No, it was something way more absurd.
Right.
Man, I can't fucking remember. Maybe it was you writing to Inafune. Damn it, why don't we write this shit down?
No.
Was it the other day? And
I think it was something to Iga because it was someone who we would think was supposed to be really calm.
Yes, and nice.
And then
he just goes, he flies off the handle.
Yeah.
I'll spoil this to the 25 people watching and the people who watch in the future. Guess what joke that is supposed to go in a certain review I remembered just today, working at my job. The whole Blade Runner joke of the test, but for a YouTuber.
Oh my god.
Where it was, if you're playing a stream and you're sitting in your gamer chair, but you're not streaming it. Why aren't you streaming it? And the YouTuber goes, what do you mean? And you just start cold sweating. Because that's how they test for whether or not they're YouTubers. Or streamers.
Dutch Nacho says, there's a lot of belief on forums I used to frequent that Inafune is trying to forcibly connect X series to the Legends. With things like Zero and ZX.
Yeah, no, it seems that way.
Did Zero and ZX?
Yeah, Legends is supposed to be the last thing in the timeline.
Okay.
Because humans are robots, but are also humans.
Right.
Just, it's disgusting though, because it's like, I don't want things called Elf Wars to be canonical to fucking Legends.
Yeah.
Maybe that makes me an asshole, but honestly, I don't even care. and DNA Souls.
Prince Silverman yells, carbons!
Yes, thank you for staying on brand. You know, it's really important here at Gigaboots. It's job number 1.
Prince Silverman says, they probably were. I still want to see what was going to happen to the cliffhanger they left with ZX Advent. Of course they had to cliffhanger. Because they need to keep connecting them way too much.
You know, that's another thing that's great about Castlevania. Wholly self-conclusive stories.
Yeah, it's like
I bet that guy's
like
supposed to like be hard. It's like each JoJo's.
Yeah.
Did you know things that have a wholly self-contained story are probably a JoJo's reference?
They managed to do it in that same way if it's still canonical to each other. It's just enough years later or enough a different location that it works.
And Dio shows up in both of these.
Yes. Yes.
Correct.
Dash, the Destroyer says, I don't consider the Legends canon.
Okay, look at this.
Really, the Legends
Watch my MP. I am gaining MP over time, killing this dude with these arrows.
Yeah,
because there's a lantern right next to him.
Ooh.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, he hits that.
Yeah, he did.
Obsidian! He drops it!
Oh my god! All I had to do was play this demo for way too long! Man, I'm about to just grind out a few more obsidian from him because he's really far out here.
He says, oh, hey, we're farming already?
Already?
That's how we've been doing for like 2 hours.
I mean, you're not wrong. Dude, I just got 2 pieces of obsidian. We're about to make some dope-ass equipment here in this Gigaboots fucking live stream.
Prince Silverman says, Castlevania canon gets a little weird though. They kind of ran out of viable times for Dracula to resurrect, but they always find a way around that. Like, Dracula was not supposed to resurrect for Portrait of Ruin. He just wasn't. So
it's true.
There's like that crazy other vampire who's like, I'm gonna resurrect him anyway.
Plus, Order of Ecclesia kind of did that too, but a little differently. Like, it was a little bit more like, yeah, this fits in the timeline.
Yeah, no, for sure, that was one of those times where he was supposed to. It's like, oh, the Belmonts are here. So, but yeah, no, it's definite though. They're gonna run out of times to do it, but there's always room for Dracula.
There's always room for Dracula.
Yeah, it's just like Jello.
Besides, we didn't get our 1999 game.
Yeah. Eric Kelly yells, "Future moon!" Yeah, no, you can keep going. It's true. He says, I was gonna sleep, then I saw a live stream on Discord because YouTube is terrible. It wouldn't tell me.
That's sad, man.
He says I could have been here instead of listening to bad heavy metal.
Always check the Discord, man. I know that sounds weird, but like, it's a great way to keep up on this. We're getting to a point now where I'm about to like be like, click this to subscribe to our email newsletter. I'm gonna be able to throw axes so damn good. Let me tell you, brother. Also, this guy dropped steel.
Or Dotch Nacho says, yeah, they prematurely resurrect Dracula several times. Yes.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, fucking Richter fought him twice. Kind of. He was around for it twice.
Prince Silvermane says, Dracula 1999 game. Classic Vania or Igavania?
I could take both. Make both. Do it.
Make both.
Yeah, have one be Julius, have the other one be, I don't know, someone else. Alucard.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
Man.
I think you know which one goes in which.
I wonder if that game that Eagle was working on, that was teased,
that had Alucard,
was going to be the 1999 game.
Yep.
Yeah, mysteries. We'll never know.
Oh well, that probably would have been terrible. I mean, the Curse of Darkness, Lament of Innocence are really rough games.
They are.
So hey, I'm about to get a dope-ass fucking sword.
Cool.
Oh, she got stuck.
Dotch Sasha says, I would prefer Classic Vania. I love Igavanias, but Classic will always win my heart.
I love both a lot. I can't choose between them. Unlike parents who lie about not being able to choose between their children.
I'll choose.
Yeah, when you stop, when you hit the max grade, it stops telling you.
Weird.
It stops telling you that you grabbed a soul.
Weird?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's as many as you can hold, so you have to go sell them so you can hold more again.
Honestly, I think that may be the whole point of the grade.
Maybe. Dr. Nacho says, there was a Dracula 2000 which had Keanu Reeves, I believe. I still need to see that.
Can we not?
I want to see that.
Can we not do this?
Have you seen that?
Yes.
It did. Was it great? It had to be great. It had Keanu Reeves as a vampire hunter.
It's not what those words mean.
Keanu Reeves is both a great actor, ironically and real.
No. Oh man, limestone comes from that fucker? man, all these materials that I was like, there's no way it's in the demo.
Prince Silverman says, so I assume you can shoot a max of 9 arrows since it has 9 grades / ranks?
Oh man, I just fucked that up hard. Oh well.
Probably. It probably will stop you from doing more arrows.
I presume you can't rank up to 10.
It just lets you do it like a Diablo 2 level, like, oh yeah, I shoot 100 teeth.
Hell yes. Hell yes. And see, that's why I'm okay with this. Like, if you want to be the dipshit who takes Dracula on with 90 arrows, it's like, dude, these don't even do damage to him. You need to do holy to do any damage. It's like, oh, maybe I should have invested my entire life's earnings in Bitcoin. It was so promising for a hot minute there. Also, a weird thing about the arrow is that it's not even that good at taking down a large group of enemies.
Unit number 2 actually asked what are Igavanias.
So the problem became when other people started calling things Metroidvanias back in the day. Metroidvania literally used to mean the Metroid style of Castlevania. And then other people started making games and calling them Metroidvanias, and that became a fucking problem. So the Castlevania fandom took to calling the Metroidvania style Castlevanias Igavanias because by and large they were made by Iga. Not all of them were, Circle of the Moon wasn't. But yeah, so that's what's up with that. It has been a terrible experience as a Castlevania fan who does not like Metroidvanias, by and large. Though I do really like Rogue Legacy. You know why, Bob?
Why is that?
Because Rogue Legacy compensates for its loose gameplay feel by being really addictive and fun. You know?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, Rogue Legacy is fun, is it not?
It's pretty fun. I never finished it. Like,
yeah. It is tough.
Yeah.
What? Is this? Have you never played Bloodstained? This is how you play Bloodstained. You find this dude, and you shove like 17 arrows in his dick, and then it makes that sound, and you're like, man, I sure am a cool guy who shoots 17 arrows into weird zombie dicks.
Silverman says, have you ever seen a maxed out Boazon with multi-shot? I want that.
Boson?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's Bowazon. Notewise says, Rogue Legacy is better than Flunky for me. Don't at me.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I can't same hard enough. Absolutely.
Yeah, I haven't seen you get the glitch where she doesn't sit down when you save.
Yeah. And it's your system.
Yeah. Same thing. Oh, Bo Amazon Diablo 2. Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty great. It doesn't sound as good as 1,000 T's.
Read it again now that I've heard that.
Where'd it go? Maxed out Bo Amazon was multi-shot.
I'll go with this.
That sounds incredible.
I assume she just keeps shooting.
So I've got it.
17 arrows. Oh wait, no, that's...
Look at this shit.
Whoa. Oh,
it's like the soul edge. It's the soul edge.
What's the, do you have a special move for it?
No.
No.
Maybe in the final game.
Maybe.
I'm sure that's not the final weapon. Wouldn't it be hilarious though? What? Of course we put all the weapons in that backer demo.
That would be insane.
It would, but it would also be hilarious. So, I can get the petrification sword. What else uses obsidian?
I thought some equipment used it, like armor or something.
Yeah? That mace uses it, and I am interested.
I wonder if rubies drop from something then.
Everything else seems to drop.
Right.
So we may be able to craft that if we can find out what drops rubies. Because the cute beast beret,
yeah, you can make that.
I can make that. It's a nice hat. It's a nicer hat. Yeah, I think I may just end up making,
I'm curious how different the gunman's scarf makes your gun shooting.
Shooting? Yeah. I need cannon scrap to do that, so I need to go grind some cannons. Oh yeah, I also need the ruby for that. But let's make this.
I'll go with this.
Unit number 2 says, thanks, I have never heard that term. I'm not much of a Metroidvania or Igavania gamer myself. I really enjoyed Ori and Axiom Verge.
The pinnacle.
Oh my god. But I've never beaten Symphony of the Night or Super Metroid, to be honest.
Symphony of the Night's overrated. Try Aria of Sorrow, it's a leaner game. Much tighter. If you don't like that, I would try Portrait of Ruin on the DS. Those would be my recommends, Bob.
I think those are solid places to start. Try it out. I need to play Ori at some point. I'm just worried it's gonna end up like every other one of these that I played and been like,
yeah.
Like Hollow Knight, people love that game.
Yes, they do.
Like they
a lot of them.
They go crazy when I'm like, it's awful. I just can't stand it.
Yeah, no.
So Roy says, is Ori really Metroidvania? It's very streamlined. I don't know, I haven't played it.
Welcome to honest game journalism. You wish other game journalists were as honest as us. I don't know, I'm just repeating what other people say. You fucking kidding me? I still haven't gotten anything to drop poison. So poison and ruby's the last two things. Oh yeah.
Unit number 2 says Symphony Night loses me after they take everything away at the start. I don't know, I think that's a really neat thing.
That's a pretty quick loss. I mean, admittedly, it does feel really bad because the sword they give you right after that is just harshly terrible.
Yes.
So there's my petrification sword. Let's go hit some things with it.
And you got a stupid little hat. Yes.
It's amazing.
No, White says Bob is going to be crucified for that comment about Hollow Knight.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh, dude.
Whoa.
Weird. It did it on the first enemy, but it is a random thing.
Right.
That damage value is pretty low, though.
Yeah, for sure.
You get back here.
Shadow Dart says Bob's going to live stream Aria Sorrow. I don't think we said that.
We're not gonna live stream it. We probably will do a let's play at some point. We're gonna do something, goddammit.
Prince Silverman says terrible. I think the game using nothing but the short sword. It's random.
He's talking about Symphony of the Night?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you got the short sword, that one's okay. But if you got the other one that can drop there, it's like the Rust Blade or something.
Yeah, no, that thing's terrible. But I really meant both. Both feel terrible to have to use after, you know, what you were just using.
Tregoy says Symphony Night is the easiest Castlevania in general. I don't feel like that's the case. It's really
that
long.
stairway is fucked.
It's really long. It gets easy when you know the broken things about it, for sure. But then there's still bosses that are, if you don't know how broken it can be, like that Anubis boss is insane.
Olrox?
Yeah, no, not Olrox, the giant one. Because Olrox is...
Oh, I actually said Olrox earlier when I meant that guy, but... Man, what the fuck was that guy's name?
Yeah, I don't remember.
He sits around all day, he's like, you're the man, Drac.
Okay, Galamoth. Spaceman says, how did you beat Galamoth with short sword?
Yeah, Galamoth's stupid. Galamoth is very much, what, you didn't find the lightning resist armor?
Yeah.
That frustrates me.
Silver says, the petrification sword continues the trend of petrification swords always being terrible.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's see, Prince Silverman says, it's easy. This is how to beat Gamalost. High jump, turn into a bat, wing smash past him, then stunlock him by hitting him in the head.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah, it's just like, it's one of those weird things you never think to try.
It's unnatural, but, you know, makes sense, I guess.
Nutwise says, I do want to play Hollow Knight, I'll admit, just because I've seen such praise for it. It certainly is pretty.
I like the art style, I don't like the execution.
Yeah, something about the way that the animation works in it.
Doesn't look high quality.
Let's see.
I'm here for canon.
Roy says, I beat Galamos with bare fist because I was a completionist and was over-leveled from farming a couple items.
Oh man, I forgot to go this way before.
Prince Silverman says there's an item that lets you heal off lightning damage, which is 90% of his attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very much a game of, did you get the right thing? Whereas if... Yeah, just playing through it naturally, you're not going to know all those weird things.
That hurts.
Yeah, no, it's so close. Neo number 2 says, I myself like a more linear game myself. I almost exclusively play 2D platformers though, so my opinion on anything other is pretty biased. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's, of course, a quality to linear games that
you don't get with open world. Which, yeah, that was the thing. Ian from Pat the NES Punk's podcast, friends with me. We were talking on Twitter. He saw my tweet shitting on open world games and how, like, you know,
they're just boring.
At a certain point, they become boring. And he was like, yeah, when you give people the option to do everything, they just sort of don't do anything and give up because of boredom. And I honestly think it's more of like, if you made a game with a shitload of things to do, chances are those shitload of things really, really poor in quality compared to other games that only do 1 or 2 of those things. For example, The Crew. The Crew ain't no pilot wings. The flying doesn't feel that good. The racing doesn't feel as good as a racing game. And yet, it's an open world game with just a ton of different things to do. I think the one time where the ton of different things to do actually worked out was Yakuza. Because those other ton of different things to do are really mini-gamey.
Right.
Or just really old Sega games that they shoved inside this other game.
Yeah, I mean, it was yeah, like Assassin's Creed, I feel like is the one of those key line, like basically every Ubisoft game, every single game Ubisoft makes is just a checklist of bad things to do, just not fun.
Yeah. I hate that the opening area has that double jump thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good in the final game. It just feels frustrating as hell here.
Spaceman says, I messed up and destroyed all of Grand Falloon's shell because I know in some later games you get a prize for that. What is Grand Falloon? I don't know.
I know that I should know. I hate how far from this door he is.
Number 2 says, people will be like, what do you like, or what do you think about Chrono Trigger? And I'm like, well, it's not Dustman Shrugs. It's like, what?
That is pretty biased. You're not wrong. You are pretty biased. Chrono Trigger is pretty great. Hey Bob, let's state some controversial opinions here. I think Chrono Trigger is a great game.
Yeah, that's pretty controversial, right?
I think so. A lot of people think Fallout's a great game. They're wrong.
Which one?
All of them.
Okay.
And to be fair, most people didn't even play 1 or 2.
That's true. The current plan is very much separate.
These two are pretty close.
Okay, Grand Falloon is Legion. Okay.
Yep.
I was like, because that sounds like Legion, but I was like, but that's totally not the same name.
Yeah, but they call them that in some of them.
Okay.
Cannon Scrap.
Strigoi says, Red Dead Redemption is the only open world game I really like because random events are fun and animals remain a threat forever.
Never really played it. I distinctly am not attracted to open world games because they don't feel as good. Plus, to be honest, guys, if I played open world games, this channel wouldn't run.
Yeah, no, those games literally want all the time in the world.
I felt guilty that I spent an hour playing Luminous yesterday and didn't make a video.
Jeez.
Yeah, Bob went to sleep, and I was like, technically, Tosh and I could record a part of the Splatoon Let's Play, but she's drawing stuff, and it's important, and I want to play Luminous. I almost got through it, and then died at the last moment again.
That hurts.
It does. It was...
Notwise has an unpopular opinion here.
Okay, do it.
Breath of the Wild is great. In fact, playing it right now, but I don't think it's the masterpiece everyone else thinks it is.
I think the important thing it does is it does an open world game that actually feels good and has a good idea of what is fun. Whereas most of those don't even worry about that. Most open world games just worry about how many different types of gameplay they can ham-fist into their engine.
How many different checkboxes will you be able to fill out?
On a box.
Yes.
Like this game has. how many sentences like that can you say?
Prince Lomir says Symphony has some really weird names for localization because they wanted to avoid the Christianity references. Oh, is that why that happened?
Sometimes, yeah.
Wow. Unit number 2 says Final Fantasy 4 and 6 are the only RPGs I've played, and they are both fantastic.
Unit number 2?
Yeah.
If you think that, then maybe try Chrono Trigger. Because, you know, I think Final Fantasy 6 in that era, I think Chrono Trigger resonates with the sort of person who likes Final Fantasy 4 and 6. I say that as someone who likes Final Fantasy 4 and 6.
Yeah, I still like to play 4. I really haven't done that.
Yeah,
I've done all the way through 6 and Chrono Trigger.
Too bad they didn't make a really great and easy way for you to have a definitive experience with that game.
It is weird. I have the PSP one, which has some great graphics.
Yeah, but
then it's apparently the balance curve is just off completely.
Well,
what's up?
But in the way where it's easy.
Yes.
Which may be a good thing.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's debatable. But it does just feel like baby bullshit until you hit Matua's cave or whatever.
Dach Nacho says play Phantasy Star 4 sometime. Nobody says
I feel like we may have played that on the collection.
Maybe. He might be saying that to Unit 2, but he didn't tag him. So.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But what was Dach Nacho?
Notewise says I don't have attention spans to finish RPGs myself. Yeah, they take a long time. Dach Nacho says I like Breath of the Wild a whole lot. I do expect a lot more from the next one though.
Yeah, I do too. I think they can. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I don't know like how quick they're gonna be able to turn around on that sort of thing. If they're gonna try another big one like that soon, or they're gonna wait for another whole gen. I mean, heck, we aren't even done doing DLC for this one yet.
That's true. It'll be really funny if they're like, we canceled the DLC. Here's the new game.
Oof.
Woof. I mean.
Okay, Dach Nacho confirms he was talking to you number 2 about the Phantasy Star Online.
Yep. That makes more sense.
Shadow and Darkness says Fantasy was a good series, just a bit tough at first.
Hey Bob.
Hey.
How do you feel about the Phantasy Star games?
I've never really played much of them. A lot of them I believe had that angle. Yeah, the first person or battle sequences, and I hate that. Like that will be something that makes me drop the RPG basically immediately. Just because I'm like, I need to see more than the enemies and some slashing effect over the enemies.
But you're slashing them in the first person. I have 10 cannon scrap. I think that's gonna do it.
Unit number 2 says, I like how 4 is all about one character's story, and 6 is about everybody's story. Would you agree with that, Dan? Is that how you feel?
I don't know. I feel like Palom and Porum, them having a meaningful... Oh, guys, we're about to spoil some Final Fantasy 4. So if you care, maybe pause the video for a bit. Palom and Porum having a meaningful ending that was as sad as it was, kind of, you know, that they're an important focus. I will agree that Maybe no one cares about that Spoonie Bard. But like,
which one was that? One of them I was playing would keep giving you another person for your team, and then killing them off like almost immediately. Maybe that was 2.
I don't know. 2 would be 4, unless you're talking
real
about
2.
NES 2.
Yeah, like, because I played the translated version of that.
I've never played 2.
Yeah, it must have been that one. Because 3 had almost no story, I felt.
I thought it was freezing the game because I had done something real cool.
Right?
And yeah, no, I get it. The whole story is about Gold Bez.
Gold Bez?
And Cecil. And to some extent Kane. But like, see how that was 3 names? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I would have to ask my brother how he feels about that, basically, because though I experienced the whole story, it was all a very long time ago.
Where is it? Somebody was saying that, yeah, Prince Silverman says Nintendo wouldn't cancel TLC to make a new game.
I mean, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They're not concept.
Unor2 says, I'll check that out, Dach Nacho and Dan. Nutwise says, I think we'll get another Zelda. There's always at least 2 Zelda games, I think, per gen. Plus, it's built from the ground up Switch rather than a port. I don't know. It was such a big thing they've been working on for so long.
I think a lot of that was direction, though.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that was them trying to figure out what the fuck their angle with that was going to be. Man, I cannot wait to see this thing try to run on the Switch. How about you?
Yeah, no, that's going to be a mess.
People are gonna be like, this is terrible, why'd they do this? And I'm like, well, you're the dumbasses who want it on the Switch.
Spaceman says, Bob thinks like I do, I gotta see those characters in battle.
Yeah.
Dash, the story says, I kinda dislike Breath of the Wild.
What are we transmuting this time?
Why? Because I always find the reasons why people dislike Breath of the Wild interesting.
And it looks like somebody actually else already asked him that, so we already have an answer.
Oh, neat.
The first thing
very cooking show
is that weapons are super easy to break, and the final boss is bad. Also, my computer is down, but that's a good thing since I've seen PSO2. Okay, that's totally separate. So I guess it's he's.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's definitely time for me to get some of that flame whip.
Nice. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the durability system is something they may cut in the next one, but I think it did an interesting way of making you switch things up, making you feel like weapons aren't a be-all end-all thing.
Yeah, and then it made you think maybe I should use bombs more.
Right, maybe I should use bombs more. Maybe I shouldn't engage when I don't need to.
All right. Yeah, I guess it could make you think that. Did it really need 50?
I think it did. Oh my god.
I don't think any enemy in the game drops flame rounds.
I haven't seen.
How the fuck am I gonna afford that?
Prince Silverman agrees with the weapon durability thing.
2,500.
What are you looking to sell?
What are you doing?
Is this right?
Notwise says, I'm not a big fan of durability weapon systems. Durability weapon system. But for me, one thing that would have easily fixed it was be like the pistol for Doom, something you could always use if you had nothing left. You had your feet. Get on out of there.
Is this right? Many thanks. Is this right? Thank you. Thank you.
Prince Silver says, I'd rather see more tools instead of weapons. Yeah, it was one thing that was a little disappointing is that after the first little island where you get all your equipment, you don't really get more throughout the game. But
yeah,
at the same
I thought
time,
that was really disappointing. Go ahead.
At the same time, I can see where the design of that comes from. Of like, this is it. This will let you do any puzzle in the game.
Right.
And that's good, but it does stink that you don't get anything later on. Like it would be nice to see a hook shot, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank you.
bosses are definitely really weak. Like I feel that's the weakest part in my mind of
I hear that from a lot of people.
Yeah, they're like design-wise weak, and like
Hi, Mira.
combat design-wise also weak.
What'll it be?
Like dungeons as a whole feel kind of bad because the bosses are bad.
Yeah,
I'll go with this.
the dungeons are really short, and I feel like at least they try and do something interesting with the dungeon itself, but then the boss just doesn't hold up.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Ooh, I like it.
I made the thorn whip and he went, ooh, I like it.
Yeah, no, he's a little too into it. Prince Lorraine says, I just love the Zelda style of finding a new tool and trying it out on literally everything to figure out what it can be used on, how it can be combined with something else. Yeah, and that you're kind of don't get that experience after the initial areas.
That looks nice.
It does. And you got I keep thinking it's the cowboy hat, but it's the bear thing.
Yep. Oh. It's that cute beast, bro.
Asteroid says it's funny because I don't remember killing anything but Stalfos, Lizafulse, and bosses with sword in Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, or Twilight Princess.
Are you eating properly? So, what'll it be?
Oh, hey.
I'll go with
I feel
this.
like to some people, Majora's
I'll go
or
with this.
Twilight Princess might not stand out as the worst Zelda game in the mainline series, but wait, what? Deactivate.
It looped.
What?
I think I
Not
just...
back often.
You just broke it? Oh my god. When's the last time you saved?
A second ago.
Okay. Wow. It's not ready.
How did that... What did the option even say? Fuck yourself over? Like...
I don't know. How many hours?
4
hours. Jesus. We've been streaming for a while.
Yeah, it's true.
Prince Lord says, "What just happened?" Spaceman says, "Wow."
Yeah, I don't... Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do
I'll
it
go
again.
with this.
Enhance. Yes. Straight arrow enhanced.
I'll go with
Enhance. Straight arrow
All
enhanced.
done.
He says all done. I don't even...
Would you like to deactivate straight arrow?
But
Why would that be an option?
I noticed if I had 15 HP rounds, if I had 15 more rather, I could upgrade it again in theory.
Dash Destroyer says, "Okay, right now I'm making some meme art of Mega Man." Oh my god.
This is beautiful. Also, man, that is great.
I can.
Let's see.
What are you looking to buy?
Erical says, "This Zelda talk reminds me that I've been wanting a
Thank you.
Souls-like with slower, more Zelda-like combat." I don't understand.
What makes Zelda-like combat in a Souls-like game?
Yeah, like. So do you want?
What game are you
This
playing?
time.
Or are they just saying that's what they want?
That's what they want. I'm like, do you want a game with a structure like Souls, but a combat system more like Zelda? Or do you want a game?
I mean, Zelda combat does feel better than Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's got a real
Which is-
targeting system and
which is
dodging at.
Why it's funny that people are so in love with Dark Souls combat. No, that's all I can do now. Even if I have the amount to make it.
You can deactivate it.
It just says, would you like to deactivate? What the hell?
His pencil says the arrows will blot out the sun.
It's true. Clearly, I should just increase this all the way up to 9, and then it'll give me 1 point of attack damage. The sword mastery? Clearly. I think the real bummer here is the save file's on his system.
Yeah,
So I
there's
can't
no way to
sit over there
transfer
and
that,
just-
is there?
Probably not, but maybe I can transfer just the save file itself. Generates a shot.
Okay, so Erichel's saying Zelda combat in otherwise Souls game. Dragoi says Twilight Princess is bad, but I resent Skyward Sword more because it wasn't much better and made me buy hardware add-on. I feel like it was really different. Like, it felt a lot different in a lot of ways from other Zelda games. Just the structure of the areas and everything. It was a lot more linear. It didn't feel like a typical Zelda game at all. So, to me, that was interesting. And then having the motion controls actually meaningful for the game instead of like they were in Twilight Princess. That made it worthwhile for me to buy the add-on. Then Dragoi says Dark Souls combat is Monster Hunter combat, but bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Come back if things stop.
Let's see, Toadsa just says seems like 9 is the max level.
It definitely is.
Yeah. Notewise says I want more Bloodborne combat systems than straight up Dark Souls. Dash the Destroyer says Dark Souls combat is best combat. Prince Silverman says Dan is not a prestige system for upgrades. Or it's not a prestige system for upgrades. Yeah. That would be hilarious if it was, though. It's like, keep going.
That would be sick. That would be sicker than the item levels and portrait, the skill levels. Where it's like, oh, God. Yeah, I never maxed that out.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I think to myself, maybe I should just one day break down and get another 3DS modded for video output, just so I can get it modded for GameCube controller support.
Okay.
Because being able to play DS games on a Super NES controller would be pretty great.
It would. Yeah, it's weird how much praise the Dark Souls combat systems get when they're super basic.
You can block. How many action games can you say you can block and that's a part of the core gameplay? Because I feel like Zelda really pushes you away from blocking. That's true, but they stopped making them.
Yeah, they did stop making those. Yeah, I don't know. That would just feel really clunky. Like, which, don't get me wrong, it's nice that it's way better than any Western-made action game, which is more a strike against all Western-made action games, other than probably New God of War. Like, that's the only one I can think of where it's like, oh, they actually did something right.
I'm remembering Dante's Inferno, and I don't think it's very positive, but I would definitely put it and Dark Souls in the same kiddie pool of dog shit. I don't know, man. I now want to go back and play it because I just thinking that is worse. Like, that Dante's Inferno is worse than Dark Souls is just like...
Yeah, I don't know.
Dark Souls feels so fucking clunky. It's Armored Core, but people.
Right.
Which, when it's Armored Core, it makes sense. They're giant mechs, but when it's people, it's like, man, this feels real bad. I mean, there's a reason Dark Souls at 60 frames per second just makes me think PS2 launch title.
Right. But there's also... it's about not having a deep combos at all or anything like that. It's all just about placing your attacks and not thinking about, like, different ways to execute attacks or anything deeper than just placement. So I get it from that angle. I think that that's a neat idea to take combat that way, but it's also super simplistic. Because, I mean, like, the only way to do better damage in those games is basically either do the heavy attack, which takes a little longer to hit, or doing a back attack. And doing backstab sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas Dante's Inferno just runs into the same thing. It's a God of War knockoff.
Yeah.
Where it's just a bunch of mashing. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
I feel like the last time I looked at Dante's Inferno, if I remember correctly, we were comparing it to Lords of Shadow, and we were kind of like, you know, maybe it's a little bit better than Lords of Shadow.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's definitely...
Like, Lords of Shadow and Dark Souls, I probably take Dark Souls over it because the combat in Lords of Shadow is so mushy.
Yeah.
Things don't react to when you hit them, etc., etc. I don't know. So this sword better just hit Zunguts once and he explodes. He's just like a fight. There's too many damn arrows. Garden of Silence. I was trying to remember.
No Voice is like getting all of the unpopular opinions out tonight.
What? That
I was talking about Dark Souls, I assume.
In not speaking in a positive light. I don't know, man. Dark Souls' main thing is it's like it's really hard to hit and move and do anything. What if you conquering your ability to dodge? I don't know. Here, I'm gonna. Yep, no. I'm really curious what's over there.
Prince Silver says, don't even compare it to Armored Core. My back in AC speed around like badminton.
Are you talking 4 or traditional Armored Core? I'm asking for a friend.
Eric Hill says, also jump attack, parry, and riposte. Yes, those are the other few ways to interact with that game. Jump attack is a really odd one.
Yeah, jump attack is really weird. But then again, it was also really weird in Dragon's Dogma. Where it's like, dive down on this enemy and stab them in the head. I'm like, that's Monster Hunter-y, but neat.
Trying to remember which weapon had that.
Just like, I know there are moments in that game where you can approach an enemy from a certain spot and attack them. And I thought it did extra damage.
No, Dragon's Dogma's whole thing is you can grab onto any part of an enemy and then climb around it and find something to hit. So yeah, if you climb up to its head or something, you can do more damage by stabbing that.
But there's no, like, dropping attack?
Not a special one.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's actually talking about the forward and R2 button where he does like a tiny little hop and hits.
Oh, he does the I'm a cool Jedi.
Yes.
I don't know, just something about it makes me think of people pretend fighting. I don't.
Dr. Joshua says, I want Daemon Ex Machina now.
Yeah, that looks great. I realized, much like Mario Tennis, I have to buy that game or I'm a hypocrite.
Yes.
And that's unfortunate for my wallet.
Prince Solomon says, the last one I played was Last Raven. I still have that one somewhere.
God, Last Raven is a fucking cockknocker.
Prince Solomon says, you can do that in Dragon's Dogma? I just summon tornadoes. Yeah, I never played as a mage as much in that, but just because they actually have... It was an open world game where the combat actually was fun, like the melee combat. It was groundbreaking. That's what you get from Capcom, actually. Jesus. Oh my god.
I mean, I did literally max out my equipment, gained a shitload of levels, and then maxed out that spell. Yeah, press enter to go to their forums and give feedback. Give me the ruby, you fucks. I need that ruby.
I wonder if we can look it up on the interwebs. Let's see.
I'm level 18. You were level 12.
Wow.
I think it's crazy that these are low-end enemies in this game. Like, can you imagine how crazy all the high-end stuff is gonna look?
What you doing to go now, Dad?
I'm just checking stuff out, seeing if I can break stuff.
Jesus.
Maybe I should try to fight him with my sword and see if that's harder or easier. I imagine it's harder, because my sword doesn't hit for 360 damage.
Heracles says feedback, make magic more broken.
Yeah, they probably are just gonna make it so the arrows cap at like 4 arrows and from there get cheaper to use. And they'll be balanced and you'll win, Bob. I hope you're happy.
Dot just says, Zangetsu, the sword from Bleach is in here?
Yes.
Yes.
Your Zangetsu.
Zangetsu is the name of Ichigo's sword. Spoilers.
That is pretty spoilers.
Yeah, totally.
Stop right there.
Just her going while wearing that outfit.
I know what you are. That ghastly air about you.
Silverfist, feedback. Remove the level cap of upgrading spells.
Game crashes when I try to shoot my level 407 arrow.
Yeah, it turns out that sword, it does a reasonable amount of damage.
Huh. I am hitting him for twice as much as he is hitting me for. But yeah, it's still kicking his ass pretty fast. He's almost dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Cease this at once, Zangetsu.
Zangetsu's design facially is weird. He almost looks like the Fresh Prince of Persia.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. Something about it just strikes me as odd. But hey, Bob, we should probably stop playing this ever.
Alright, you may go to bed or something.
No, that doesn't.
Crazy like that.
That doesn't. I mean, maybe. But thank you all for watching. It was lovely talking to you on this evening and yelling unpopular opinions about things.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me as I max out the dumbest spell. Next time, bats. Probably. Bye. Bye. Now, Bob, remember, if I push the stop record button, they immediately stop seeing it pre the buffer difference between them. So we have to sit here and wave for like 8 seconds, okay?
Alright, we can do this.
I ain't doing